What's up guys, this is your favorite fanfic YouTuber, the Fanfic Majesty, and welcome to another amazing video. You can follow me on Patreon for exclusive stories. 3HC Chapter 56. What does this mean? Being able to fight against powerful people is a very cherished way to improve your strength. Sasuke often challenges Naruto, which can be considered as fighting against powerful people. But being completely tortured by Naruto made Sasuke lose any confidence. Otherwise, I wouldn't have hesitated before rushing out of the grass last time. For this Chunin exam, Sasuke was full of interest. This was just what Naruto wanted. After all, the Chunin exam must be taken by all members of the team. Otherwise, you will be stuck in review. Just when Naruto and Sasuke started imagining the Chunin exam, Haruno Sakura said hesitantly, "Well, I won't participate. Anyway, I will only cause trouble for you if I go." She knows her own strength, and her actual combat ability is relatively poor even among the Ninja Academy. If she were to take the Chunin exam now, wouldn't it mean that she would die in the exam? Seeing Haruno Sakura flinch, Naruto couldn't help but said, "No, little Sakura, you don't want to see us unable to participate because there are not enough people, right?" Huh? Haruno Sakura was confused. "If I don't participate, won't you be able to participate?" Naruto nodded and then informed Haruno Sakura of the relevant information. This puts Haruno Sakura in a dilemma. Seeing that Haruno Sakura was cowardly, Naruto comforted him. "Don't worry, little Sakura, just like the role of the top laners to open a game, you go to take the Chunin exam, and I will protect you, so that when the time comes for individual competition, wouldn't it be enough to just quit directly?" What Naruto said makes sense, then I will participate. Haruno Sakura immediately changed her mind, and at the same time she felt sweet in her heart. After all, Naruto said he wanted to protect her. With Haruno Sakura taken care of, the team is qualified to take the Chunin exam. Naruto dismissed the team and went to the Hokage office to sign up. Sarutobi Hiruzen originally thought that if Naruto wanted to take the Chunin exam, he would have to go through hard work. Unexpectedly, Naruto took the initiative to send it to his door. This made Sarutobi Hiruzen grin widely and said, Okay, since you are willing to participate, little Naruto, then I will sign you up." Chunin exam. It was originally a microcosm of the war between the five major powers. It's just that the current situation in the five major countries is not good. Therefore, everyone holds their own Chunin exams. And Sand Shinobi is also an ally of Konoha on the surface. Therefore, among the five major countries, apart from Konoha itself, only Sand Shinobi will be present. But despite this, the Chunin test can still reveal the national strength of two countries. After all, no one will bother educating the next generation. The higher the quality of genin, the better it can prove the national strength. And Naruto is a very strong one, and there is also the orphan of the Uchiha clan who has attracted much attention. So Team Naruto took the initiative to take the Chunin exam, and Sarutobi Hiruzen must be happy. Signed up, Naruto began planning the Chunin exam. The system will rate Naruto based on his performance. And how to show it? Naruto summarizes several plot points of the Chunin exam. Yakushi Kabuto, Orochimaru, competition, Konoha collapse plan. Naruto made a plan and started training with Sasuke and Haruno Sakura. This is the first time since the formation of Naruto's team that they have practiced hard. Naruto got some interesting ninjutsu scrolls and practiced ninjutsu with Sasuke. Haruno Sakura was arranged by Naruto to practice chakra control, that is, climbing trees and treading water. In this way, the probability of getting into danger and being delayed during the mission is reduced. Soon, the day of Chunin's exam came. Naruto took Sasuke and Haruno Sakura to the scene. Before he could enter the door, he was blocked by a rather youthful-looking boy. With his watermelon head and dull eyes, he doesn't look very smart. "Stop!" Xiao Li left the team and stopped Naruto's team who was about to enter the examination room. Sasuke looked at this weirdo and frowned slightly. Xiao Li smiled confidently and said to Sasuke, "I heard that you were a genius?" "I'm not." Sasuke denied without hesitation. Because he had been tortured by Naruto these days, his pride had been exhausted. Xiao Li didn't expect Sasuke to answer like this, but he still didn't give up. "Stop pretending, I know you. You are the last person of the Uchiha clan. I want to challenge you and prove that ordinary people can defeat geniuses through hard work." Sasuke didn't want to pay attention to Xiao Li, so he said coldly, "Let's wait until you defeat that person over there first." As he said that, Sasuke looked at Neji who was watching the excitement in the distance. Neji. This puzzled Neji very much. Who did he provoke? Neji walked over with a cold face. "Uchiha Sasuke, you mean you are better than me?" "I'm not sure," Sasuke said modestly, "but I feel like you're not very strong." Neji. Tenten blinked at Naruto from a distance and took out a photo from his ninja bag. Naruto was a little embarrassed and could only pretend not to see it. Xiao Li suddenly laughed. "Haha, Uchiha Sasuke, you are too proud. I originally planned to defeat you before challenging Neji. Unlike me, Neji is a real genius. You can't be Neji's opponent. But, if you want to challenge Neji, you have to defeat me first, otherwise there is no point in challenging Neji." Xiao Li talked a lot to himself and then rushed towards Sasuke. Sasuke took a deep breath and suddenly felt trouble coming. This guy, I wonder if there will be a ninja exam later? It would be unwise to waste energy now. Then, Sharingan. Sasuke's eyes closed, and the mysterious Sharingan appeared. At this time, Sasuke's Sharingan usage proficiency is much higher than in the original work. An illusion passed. Xiao Li fell to the ground. Seeing this, Tianshan had no choice but to run over and wake up Xiao Li. Xiao Li's head was groggy. What's going on? You have already lost, Tianshan reminded Xiao Li. Seeing that Sasuke defeated Xiao Li easily, Neji felt wary of Sasuke. Sasuke glanced at Neji and said, "You're not going to waste your energy too, are you?" The implication is that there will be the Chunin exam later. Neji naturally knew this, and he said calmly, "The exam is over, let's play again." Xiao Li didn't expect that he would lose so completely, and he was a little frustrated. Fortunately, Might Guy appeared and calmed Xiao Li down casually. Then the two grown men hugged each other and cried. Naruto's brows trembled slightly when he saw this, and he quickly called Sasuke and Haruno Sakura to flee the scene. Not long after, the three people arrived at the first Chunin exam. There are already many people waiting here. Not long after entering the door, Ino rushed over quickly. She hugged Naruto from behind, and the slight bulge in front of her was pressed down. Ino said to Haruno Sakura with a proud look on her face, "Little Sakura, it seems that after all this time, you still haven't been able to take down Naruto-kun. What does this mean? Naruto-kun doesn't like you at all. Because you are a tomboy who cannot develop. GGG, Chapter 57 Sasuke is only second?" Haruno Sakura looked shocked when she saw Ino taking advantage of Naruto. She quickly pulled Ino down and said angrily, "Ino pig, why are you embarrassing Naruto?" Ino cast her gaze in front of Haruno Sakura with a sarcastic expression. Haruno Sakura gritted her silver teeth and was about to go crazy on the spot. The two were going to fight over Naruto, but Naruto went straight to Hinata to catch up on old times. Several teams who graduated in the same year also gathered around. A group of people were chattering. The noise soon alerted others. Yakushi Kabuto walked out from the side and said to everyone, "Hey, you guys, keep your voices down. Look around." Hearing Yakushi Kabuto's voice, all the Konoha heroes looked around. They found that everyone at the scene was staring at them with unkind expressions. Yakushi Kabuto explained, "The exam is coming soon. Everyone is very nervous. Don't provoke others." Haruno Sakura cowered and hid behind Naruto, whispering, "It's true, their eyes are very scary." Ino was shocked when she saw Haruno Sakura, who was originally a tomboy, actually doing this. Naruto knew that Haruno Sakura was pretending, so he reached out and took her out from behind. "Don't make such a fuss." "Yes, Naruto-kun," Haruno Sakura said shyly, stroking her hair. When she was done, she looked at Ino provocatively. Ino. Among the crowd, Temari also stared at Naruto with interest. Although he is a playboy, he looks really good. Not like the people in our village. With this in mind, Temari glanced at Kankuro. Kankuro suddenly felt a chill. He always felt like someone was scolding him. As for Konoha Shokyang, Sasuke was quite interested in this man who suddenly appeared. He asked Yakushi Kabuto, "Who are you?" Yakushi Kabuto raised his hand and pushed up his glasses. "My name is Yakushi Kabuto. I have taken the Chunin exam many times." "Oh, so you have a lot of experience?" Sasuke asked in surprise. Yakushi Kabuto nodded. "It's just a little rich. My only advantage is that I have more than 200 ninja cards." Inazuka Kiba became confused. "Ninja card? What is that?" "It's the card that records the candidate's situation," Yakushi Kabuto said inscrutably. "It took me 4 years to get this information." After listening to Yakushi Kabuto's explanation, Sasuke asked, "Does everyone have it?" Yakushi Kabuto said confidently, "Of course, I am fully prepared for the Chunin exam. If there are any ninjas you are interested in, you can tell them. I have information about them." Sasuke thought for a moment and said to the other party, "Hyuga Neji." Yakushi Kabuto smiled easily. It would be easier to talk about it if it even had a name. He took out a pile of cards and pulled one out, then used chakra to reveal the message inside. Hyuga Neji, instructor is Might Guy. He is a genius who graduated a year earlier than you. He possesses the blood inheritance limit of the Hyuga clan and has extremely terrifying Byakugan insight. Even after performing B-level missions, he only has a slight weakness in ninjutsu. He is a very strong newcomer this year. It can be said that Hyuga Neji's strength can definitely rank among the top 5 of all candidates. "I see," Sasuke said calmly. No wonder he is so confident and dares to face Sharingan. This sentence was heard by Neji, who also came over with Xiao Li and Tianshan. Neji said to Sasuke, "The Uchiha clan is indeed arrogant, but it's not your information that I need." Yakushi Kabuto raised his hand to adjust his glasses and glanced between Sasuke and Neji. Sasuke is Lord Orochimaru's target. Neji is a powerful genius. If the two of them fight against each other, wouldn't it be easier for Orochimaru-sama to determine his target? However, there are still many Chunin exams, so there is plenty of time to play slowly. Yakushi Kabuto asked Neji, "Then whose information do you want to know?" He was a guy with the word love written on his forehead. Neji recalled the day when news of the Chunin exam came out. He, Tianshan and Xiao Li were walking on the street. But he encounters Konohamaru who is being chased by a painted-faced ninja. Then Team Neji met Team Gaara. Neji was very concerned about the murderous thoughts released by Gaara, so he asked Gaara for information. Yakushi Kabuto rummaged for a while before finding Gaara's card. Yakushi Kabuto said with some surprise, "This Gaara is amazing. He has almost no shortcomings, and he has also performed B-level missions like you. But, the difference is that every time Gaara returns from a mission, she is unscathed. In fact, except for Konoha's Xiaoqiang, everyone else is also very interested in Yakushi Kabuto's information." Hearing Yakushi Kabuto say this, everyone became more afraid of Gaara. A genin can go on a B-level mission and still escape unscathed. How powerful is this? Xiao Li had just lost to Sasuke and was now very concerned about Sasuke's information, so Xiao Li asked Yakushi Kabuto. Yakushi Kabuto didn't know what the purpose was, but he always answered everyone's questions. Yakushi Kabuto chuckled. Uchiha Sasuke. He is a newcomer more terrifying than Gaara. Uchiha Sasuke's team only carried out one mission, but the mission's level was ridiculously high, A level. And, when a fight broke out during the mission, it was Uchiha Sasuke who faced 3 swordmasters of the Kiri-nin alone. The result of the battle was that Uchiha Sasuke won, and all 3 mist ninjas were killed. What you need to know is that Mist Shinobi is a swordsmanship village famous in the ninja world. The 3 mist ninjas killed by Sasuke all had the status of Chunin before they defected. It is unknown how much their strength has improved since they defected. In other words, Uchiha Sasuke's worst achievement was to defeat 3 Chunin masters with swords by himself. That's not all. Uchiha Sasuke possesses the bloodline limit of the Uchiha clan, which is the terrifying Sharingan. If Gaara is a genin with almost no shortcomings, then Uchiha Sasuke is a genin without any shortcomings. If nothing else, Sasuke will definitely be able to pass this Chunin exam. After hearing what Yakushi Kabuto said, Xiao Li became excited instead of being afraid. Okay, then I will aim to defeat Sasuke. When other people in the classroom learned the information about Sasuke from Yakushi Kabuto, they all withdrew their gazes and no longer dared to look at the newcomers with provocative eyes. Are you kidding? A guy who can defeat 3 Chunin at the same time actually appears in the Chunin exam. That's right. Who are we taking the assessment with? That's not fair, he should just be promoted to Chunin. But what Yakushi Kabuto said next made them a little confused. I just heard Yakushi Kabuto say mysteriously, however, although Uchiha Sasuke is strong, among all the newcomers, if I rank him according to his strength, I can only give him 2nd place. Chapter 58. I understand, Xiaoju. There was a burst of whispers in the classroom where Chunin was taking the exam. What? Why would a guy who can kill 3 Chunin take the exam? Yes, and this kind of person only ranks 2nd in that guy's heart? Yakushi Kabuto continued. That's because Uchiha Sasuke's team does not have Jonin as the instructor. His instructor is concurrently served by the team leader. As soon as these words came out, the scene became restless. Kankuro's eyes twitched slightly as he said, "What's going on? Is the captain actually a ninja student who graduated at the same time? Why does it sound fake?" Tamari was also frightened and said, "It seems to be fake, because the ninja students have no mission experience when they graduate. Even if they are strong enough, they will not be appointed as the team's instructor." Yakushi Kabuto heard Tamari's words and looked at her with a smile, unless this person defeated elite Jonin in front of Cage? Gaara's expression suddenly turned ferocious, and she locked onto Naruto who came in with Sasuke almost instantly. As for Haruno Sakura, no kidding, that doesn't sound like a master. Naruto noticed Gaara's gaze and turned his clear pupils slightly to look at Gaara. Almost instantly, Gaara felt an indescribable sense of crisis. Even Shukaku inside him started to tremble, but this also happened to arouse Gaara's bloody nature. Haha, even Shukaku is afraid of him? Gaara said excitedly. It seems that I am lucky and have found a very good target. Tamari took a deep breath and reminded Gaara. Gaara, let's think about it before we talk. That guy defeated elite Jonin. Shut up. Gaara's face twisted. If you talk again, I'll kill you. Tamari. Kankuro. In the classroom, everyone was talking a lot. Because this matter has exceeded their expectations. If we talk about Hyuga Neji, Gaara, and Uchiha Sasuke, those people are considered geniuses and the leaders among genin. So what kind of monster is this guy who just graduated and became an instructor? At this moment, a large amount of white fog rose in front of the classroom. Shut up, everyone, you scum. Everyone's attention was attracted by this change. I saw a cold-looking guy with various scars on his face, dressed in black and leading a group of Chunin. I am the examiner of this exam, my name is Morino Ihiki. Now, everyone, please return to your seats and start the exam immediately. When everyone saw how fierce he was, they didn't dare to neglect him. So they all sat up. But there was also a stunned Shing who heard a voice asking Morino Ihiki. This ninja exam is held by Konoha. Why do you let monsters who can defeat elite Jonin take part? Monster? Morino Ihiki's expression turned gloomy for a moment. You, get out. You have lost the qualification to take the exam. The man was obviously dissatisfied. Why? I need an explanation. Morino Ihiki said sharply. As a ninja, no matter how powerful the competitor is, the first consideration must not be why the competitor appears, but how to face this situation. You're not calm enough. It seems you're not ready yet. Go back and practice for a few more years. Damn it. The man gritted his teeth. That guy was obviously arranged by you Konoha to come in and massacre us. Are you still refusing to admit it? His words once again angered Morino Ihiki. This time Morino Ihiki didn't waste any time and asked Shunin to throw him and his team members out of the examination room. When the others saw it, they all lowered their heads and did not dare to say another word. On Naruto's side, he heard the system prompts just as he sat down. Ding! Congratulations to host for achieving a C-level rating. Simulation opportunity +1. Huh? Naruto was a little surprised. He opened the properties panel and saw that the simulation opportunity above changed from 2 to 3. Naruto asked the system in his mind, System, are the evaluation rewards for this task cumulative? Ding, that's right. Close black lens bracket huh. So good. There are 4 rating levels for tasks. If you can get them all, you will have a total of 11 simulation opportunities. It seems that this Chunin exam is becoming more and more important to Naruto. You know, Naruto has only conducted 7 simulations so far. If you perform well in this Chunin exam, you will be able to get more simulation opportunities than usual. Looking at it this way, Naruto still had to take it seriously. But when Naruto looked down at the test paper, he realized that he couldn't understand. Because this is not a ninja school, the content of the exam is only related to ninjas. After Naruto awakened his memory, he also studied ninja content seriously. But this is obviously not a test paper for genin. Even Naruto can only do a few, but it doesn't matter. Naruto knew the plot, he knew there was an examiner lurking among the candidates. They will write the correct answer. The purpose is to test the candidate's intelligence gathering abilities. Naruto itself is short in this aspect, but he has Kurama. Naruto used his mental power to communicate with Kurama. Kurama, please help me see the correct answer. Kurama was not happy now. I am not a tool fox. Naruto. Okay, I get it. Kurama. Wait a minute. I just thought about it, I'd better help you. Why don't you thank me quickly? Naruto. Thank you, Xiaoju. Kurama. Don't call me Xiaoju. Naruto. I know, Xiaoju. Kurama. Yeah, soon. Time is running out for the first Chunin exam. Morino Ihiki also started her own performance. He used various means to put pressure on all students. Those who did not quit at the end, regardless of their test paper scores, passed the assessment. Morino Ihiki explained, if you are unable to accept risks and have weak mental endurance, you are not qualified to be promoted to Chunin. You all passed. Later, Enko appeared and agreed on the location and time of the second exam. The candidates had been tense for so long. Now that they had passed the exam, they all breathed a sigh of relief and left one after another. After the candidates leave, Morino Ibixi collected the test papers. Although they all passed the exam, the scores on the test paper were also used as bonus points. Overall, it's just easier to become a Chunin. Suddenly, Morino frowned. He picked up Naruto's test paper and looked at it. After a while, Morino Ihiki said with some surprise, what an interesting guy, he can actually collect all the correct answers without letting everyone notice. At the same time, on the other side, Naruto also received a system prompt. Ding, congratulations to host for achieving B-level rating. Simulation chance +2, chapter 59 Miyama template. Naruto noticed the system prompts and felt a lot calmer. The first exam was just over, and I got a B-level evaluation directly. It seems that it will not be difficult to get an S-level rating in the future. After getting so many simulation opportunities, Naruto decided to improve his shortcomings. Naruto summarized the following shortcomings: intelligence gathering capabilities. The ninja Genya is not strong either, the only thing that is strong is the sealing technique and combat experience. So the next main goal is to get the ninja body phantom. As for the intelligence gathering ability, it can be improved by acquiring some secret skills. As for subsequent plans to improve his strength, Naruto thought of 2. First, improve the body's combat effectiveness. Second, cultivate a stronger Kurama. Naruto prefers to increase the combat power of his body. As for developing a stronger Kurama, that's the next best thing. Although Kurama and Naruto have a good relationship. But after a rational analysis, you can feel at ease only if your strength is in your own hands. After all, relationships are relationships. No matter how good the relationship is, it is not due to your own strength. Blood brothers settle accounts clearly and are not prone to grudges and suspicions of each other. Once Naruto decided to simulate, he started a step before the simulation. Eat, bathe, burn incense, and wash your hands 5 times. Finally, Naruto picked a good time and stuck at a time he liked. System. Start simulation. Ding. Host consumes the simulation opportunity and starts creating the character. Close black lens bracket. Character surnames have been extracted. Shanshan, Shangxia, Yamanaka, Shanli, Shanwei, Shanshuan, Shanuchi. Naruto. Fire. Open black lens bracket. Uzumaki close black lens bracket. No more firing, choose Uzumaki. Character talent extraction completed. Heiji, Xiao Li who was hiding from the rain. Uzumaki Menma. Uzumaki Menma. The one who knows how to show off. It looks pretty good. Choose Menma. The Uzumaki clan plus Menma's talent are basically equivalent to Menma's template. But what happened next made Naruto feel weird, because almost all attributes have the presence of Uzumaki Menma. Finally, Naruto selected the properties to simulate. Surname. Uzumaki talent. Uzumaki Menma health. Uzumaki Menma. IQ. Uzumaki character. Uzumaki Menma relationships, Uzumaki Naruto childhood. Appearance. Uzumaki Menma hobbies, Uzumaki Menma. Specialties. Uzumaki Menma, system evaluation. You are of the Uzumaki clan and have a huge chakra. You are extremely talented, you are in good health. Your IQ is only slightly lower than Nara, you have a bad personality. No one likes you, you look like a villain, you like to collect power. You are good at planning. In terms of time, Naruto chose the Nine Tails Rebellion. Because it is possible to get the identity of a Jinchūriki. Although Jinchūriki is miserable, Jinchūriki is strong. And it's not Naruto himself who is miserable, it's just the character he created. Naruto was also the one who picked the fruit in the end. So why not? As for the location, Konoha was chosen without any objection. After all, Konoha is the protagonist village of the ninja world. Although Konoha is also relatively dark, there are opportunities, which are helpful for the development of strength. Open black lens bracket start simulation. Close black lens bracket, you were born in Konoha. Your mother is Uzumaki Kushina and your father is Namikaze Minato, but you just happened to encounter a giant fox breaking into the village. Close black lens bracket. Yo, TNU starts the game. Mom Kushina, Dad Minato, the Nine Tails Rebellion, isn't the identity of Jinchūriki coming now? The Nine Tails Rebellion ended, you became Jinchūriki, and your parents died. Close black lens bracket. You were taken away by Sarutobi Hiruzen and fostered in a villager's home. Close black lens bracket. Rumors about you being a demon fox suddenly appeared, and your life was not easy. Close black lens bracket. At the age of 3, you changed a total of 17 guardians. Close black lens bracket. You were sent to an orphanage. Close black lens bracket. You were 4 years old and starting to have self-awareness. You find that the villagers hate you very much, and the seeds of hatred sprout in your heart. Close black lens bracket. You encounter a group of people bullying a little girl with white eyes. You hesitate to help. Your choice is bullying Hinata. Although it's in a simulation, that's not okay. You chose to help the Hyuga clan, but you were beaten up. Members of the Hyuga clan branch house came and saw you approaching Hyuga Hinata, and beat you up. Close black lens bracket. It's okay if you don't get anything in return for doing good deeds. You even get beaten up. You decide not to be kind again, no matter what situation you face. Close black lens bracket. Sarutobi Hiruzen discovered your abnormality and discussed your matter with Danzo. Close black lens bracket. When I was 5 years old, one night, a stranger broke into Yi's room. He had a pair of strange red eyes. Close black lens bracket. This person asks you, Uzumaki Menma, do you hate the villagers? He is waiting for your answer, your choice is. If a child is bullied, of course he will hate it. But this guy with Mangekyo looks young, and at this point in time, Uchiha Itachi should not have awakened Mangekyo. So this guy is Shisui, right? At this time, Shisui should have been in contact with Anbu, the roots. Coupled with the hints from the previous simulation, he should be here to cast Distinguished Heavenly Gods on the character. Wouldn't he become a waste if he got caught in the Distinguished Heavenly Gods? Then just be a little more patient and don't hate it. You said that you don't hate the villagers. You said that the villagers may have just been deceived, but you still love the villagers. Close black lens bracket. Uchiha Shisui originally received the task of casting Distinguished Heavenly Gods on you, but he hesitated when he heard your answer, so he turned around and informed Sarutobi Hiruzen and Shimura Danzo of the matter. Close black lens bracket. Shimura Danzo believed that the Jinchūriki must be controlled to be safe, and forcibly ordered Shisui to cast Distinguished Heavenly Gods on you, but was stopped by Sarutobi Hiruzen because you were the son of the 4th Hokage. Close black lens bracket. You have avoided being controlled by the Distinguished Heavenly Gods, but the hatred in your heart is even stronger, but even more deeply hidden. Close black lens bracket. You were 6 years old and were sent to Jonin school by Sarutobi Hiruzen. When you saw that other children had parents who cared about you, you felt more hatred in your heart. Close black lens bracket. You start to get in touch with ninja knowledge. You find that you can learn everything very quickly. The exam is about to take place. You want to get the first place in the exam and attract others' attention. Do you choose first place in the exam? No, this won't work. It's too dazzling. It doesn't matter if someone notices it. It's over if that old B********* D Danzo notices me. Deliberately control the score so that it doesn't go up or down. Your test scores are not ideal and are in the middle to lower range. Close black lens bracket. At the age of 10, you were easily defeated by Uchiha Sasuke in a practical exercise. Nara Shikamaru seemed to notice something. He thought you must be hiding some secret. Close black lens bracket. After school, Shikamaru asked you why you let go, because he saw that you were much stronger than Sasuke. Your answer was discovered by Shikamaru. What should we do? This kid is not easy to fool. It's better than this. You told Shikamaru that if he continued to ask, there would be continuous trouble, and Shikamaru left. It's really you, Shikamaru. Chapter 60 to save companions at the critical moment. You are 12 years old, you graduated from the ninja school, your intended teammates are Uchiha Sasuke, Haruno Sakura, and your instructor is Hitaki Kakashi. Whether you accept this status quo, your choice is. Although Kakashi teaches more pillars, he is indeed a good instructor. Now this character only has hatred. I am still too weak, just follow the plot. The 7th class is established. Hitaki Kakashi will give you an assessment. The content is to grab the bell. Only those who get the bell can graduate successfully. But there are 3 of you and there are only 2 bells. Close black lens bracket. During the assessment, Sasuke couldn't help but rushed forward first, but was subdued by Kakashi. Haruno Sakura was also defeated by the illusion, and you were hiding in the dark. You now have 2 choices. 1. Save the kidnapped Sasuke and Haruno Sakura. 2. Rush forward to face Kakashi alone. Your choice is. If I remember correctly, the content of this assessment is to cooperate with each other and cherish your companions. Well, let's try to save people first. You rescued Sasuke and Haruno Sakura when Kakashi deliberately let go. You realized that you could not defeat Kakashi alone, so you cooperated together, but you were still defeated by Kakashi. Because you hid your strength, you were tied to a tree by Kakashi. See dinner with Sasuke and Haruno Sakura. Close black lens bracket. Sasuke wanted to share the meal with you, but was stopped by Haruno Sakura because Kakashi said he was not allowed to give you food. Haruno Sakura said, Sasuke, please leave him alone. Anyway, he is also called a monster and will not eat a meal. It's nothing. Sasuke finally untied you and let you eat. Kakashi, who was secretly observing, appeared in time and announced that you and Sasuke passed the exam. However, you were hurt by Haruno Sakura's words. You looked calm on the surface, but you were already gritting your teeth in your heart. Close black lens bracket. Kakashi gives 2 choices. 1. You and Sasuke give up Haruno Sakura and form the first 2-person team in history. 2. You and Sasuke accompany Haruno Sakura to repeat her studies for a year. Close black lens bracket. Why is there still this option? Logically speaking, Zuzi and I have passed the exam, only little Sakura hasn't. Is it still a test? Give it a try. Option 2. You went against your heart and chose the second route. Sasuke hesitated and followed you to choose the second route. Kakashi announced that all 3 of you passed the test because you and Sasuke did not give up on Haruno Sakura because of her failure. And the team with a 2/3 unity rate is barely qualified, and Haruno Sakura can be taught later. Close black lens bracket. Tisk tisk, have you passed this? Could it be that the old man from 3rd generation gave Kakashi a task, specifically to see the attitude of Juju and Menma, but little Sakura is dispensable? The 7th team started to perform the mission. Since it was just a low-level mission and did not involve combat, your concealment of strength was not discovered by Kakashi. Close black lens bracket. Soon, Team 7 receives a mission from the Kingdom of Waves. You have the opportunity to leave Konoha and become a rebel ninja. Your choice is. Leave Konoha now. The character's strength is not strong yet, and there are 9 tails in his body. If you leave Konoha, you will definitely be targeted by the Akatsuki organization. When the time comes and you are captured and separated from 9 tails, won't I have to choose 9 tails? Furthermore, the character's strength is too low, and the level of physical improvement obtained is also too low. And if you stay in Konoha, you can also practice through the Chunin exam and Sasuke's defection plot. And in the future, the old pervert Jiraiya will be accepted as a disciple. Defection. No, please continue to bear with me. The mission to the country of waves is over, your strength has been improved, the Chunin exam has begun, your choice is. Of course I want to participate. You chose to take the Chunin exam. On the way to the Chunin exam, Sasuke was attacked by Orochimaru. What was your choice? Of course, just in time to practice my skills and attack Orochimaru with all my strength. Because Orochimaru did not kill Naruto and Sasuke in the original work, not even Haruno Sakura. So Naruto knew this fight was safe. You attack with all your strength, Orochimaru fights you, but is surprised by your strength, so Orochimaru also plants the curse seal of the sky on you. Close black lens bracket. 9 tails in your body senses the invasion of external forces, which makes 9 tails feel that its territory has been invaded, so 9 tails destroys the curse seal of heaven. Close black lens bracket. Naruto. 6. The second Chunin exam is over. You met Jiraiya. Jiraiya wants to accept you as his disciple. What do you mean? Of course I want to become a disciple. This is a stage of breakthrough in strength in the original work. You were apprenticed to Jiraiya. Jiraiya wants to test your strength. Your choice is. Don't hide your strength. This allows Jiraiya to provide guidance based on the strength of the character. Although it is possible to expose the character's purpose, Jiraiya also knows the character's identity, and Jiraiya has a dovish style and is unlikely to kill the character directly. Facing Jiraiya's assessment, you did not hide your strength. Jiraiya was surprised by your strength and asked you why you wanted to hide your strength. Your answer was. In order to make the enemy underestimate me, and then save my teammates at the critical moment. Your answer is a perfect answer for Jiraiya, and Jiraiya starts to give you guidance with confidence. Close black lens bracket. Under Jiraiya's guidance, your strength has improved by leaps and bounds. Close black lens bracket. Your taijutsu, ninjutsu, and combat experience have been greatly improved. You have learned the Rasengan and summoning techniques. Close black lens bracket. On the way to the 3rd Chunin exam, San Shinobi and Orochimaru launched a plan to collapse Konoha. Close black lens bracket. You defeat Gaara and Shukaku, return to the Chunin examination site, and see the 4 purple sun formation used by the 4 sound ninjas. Within the formation are Orochimaru, Impure World Reincarnation Senju Hashirama, Impure World Reincarnation Senju Tobarama, and Sarutobi Hiruzen. Close black lens bracket. Sarutobi Hiruzen struggled to hold on, and finally sealed Orochimaru's hands at the cost of his life. The four purple yang formation dissipated, and Orochimaru faced the siege of Konoha Shinobi and Jiraiya. Close black lens bracket. Orochimaru wanted to deliberately create chaos in order to escape, so Orochimaru told the original truth. It turns out that you are a descendant of the fourth Hokage Namikaze Minato. Close black lens bracket. You learn your true identity, recall the injustice you have suffered over the years, lose your mind, and your body is taken over by Nine Tails. Close black lens bracket. The Konoha Shinobi refused to take action against you. In order to prevent you from destroying Konoha, Jiraiya said that you were a fox demon in order to make the Konoha Shinobi take action. So you were controlled by the sealing class, but Jiraiya's words were also heard by you. Do you think you were betrayed by him? Close black lens bracket. You wake up and realize that there are seals everywhere on your body. You have been completely controlled by Konoha. Your body is extremely weak. Jiraiya apologizes to you. Do you accept it? Well, just accept it. Now that I have learned the key ninjutsu, let's see if we can get Jiraiya to let go of herself and leave Konoha. You accepted Jiraiya's apology and said, Master, I know you also want to protect Konoha. Isn't this our purpose? It's all my fault that Nine Tails took over my body due to my carelessness. I should apologize. Chapter 61 Collecting all the power of the ninja world. Jiraiya was shocked by your dedication, so he unlocked the seal for you and tried to influence your heart. Close black lens bracket. Uchiha Itachi and Hoshigaki Kisame visited Konoha and attacked you. Fortunately, Jiraiya appeared in time and Uchiha Itachi retreated with Kisame. Close black lens bracket. Sarutobi Hiruzen died in the battle. Konoha lost its Hokage. Jiraiya did not want to be a Hokage, so you and Jiraiya embarked on a journey to find Senju Tsunade. You have the opportunity to defect. Your choice is defection. Now that the Akatsuki organization is looking for Jinchūriki like crazy, do you still dare to defect? Stay with Jiraiya. At least it will be safe for the next 3 years. By the way, we will see if we can master Mount Myoboku Senjutsu during the 3 years. Open black lens bracket. Senju Tsunade was found by you and Jiraiya. Senju Tsunade became the 5th Hokage. Close black lens bracket. Uchiha Sasuke defected. As his teammate, what will you do? Although it is more troublesome, for the sake of maintaining the character for a long time, I still express my grief and then try my best to recover the pillar. Anyway, I'm just going through the plot. The plot of Sasuke's defection begins. In the Valley of the End, you and Sasuke fight. Sasuke activates the curse seal of the sky, but is easily defeated by you. You can take Sasuke back to Konoha. Your choice is. I won't take it anymore. Anyway, Zuzi grew up by staying with Uncle Snake, and finally got benefits. He was also sealed by Itachi with the 10-fist sword. The blood earned is worth it. You chose to let Sasuke leave. Sasuke was very confused and asked you why. Close black lens bracket. Do you want to tell him the truth about the Uchiha genocide and win over a teammate for the follow-up? Yes, that's it. Sasuke felt confused that you couldn't answer, but he left. Close black lens bracket. Ah, why? Ding, tip. The character created by host is not a time traveler. Close black lens bracket. Naruto. 6. Since there is no way to change this, forget it. It's okay as long as Naruto's main goal is not lost. You return to Konoha. Jiraiya offers to take you for training. Your choice is. Is this the 3-year transition period in the original work? Agree. By the way, I will try my best to inquire about Sage Mode and see if I can get it. 3 years later, you have learned Sage Mode and your strength has increased dramatically. You have the opportunity to defect. Your choice is. This is the day I've been waiting for. Defect. Then increase your strength as much as possible. Jiraiya planned to take you back to Konoha, but on the way you chose to leave Jiraiya and completely became a rebellious ninja. Close black lens bracket. You were pulled into the sealed space by Nine Tails. Nine Tails had long been aware of your hatred for Konoha and wanted to use your hatred to make you lose your mind and then take over your body, but Nine Tails failed. Close black lens bracket. You know that Nine Tails is a big trouble, so you start looking for the power of the suppressed Nine Tails. You accidentally learn that Mangekyo can control tailed beasts, and you decide to find Uchiha Sasuke. Close black lens bracket. After you defected, Tsunade issued a wanted order and sent Kakashi, Haruno Sakura and others to find you. He wanted to use his past feelings to influence you. Your choice is. If you don't defect, you won't defect. After you defect, you will definitely not be able to look back. Kakashi decided to use force to bring you back, but he was no match for you. You killed Kakashi and Haruno Sakura. Close black lens bracket. You found Uchiha Sasuke at the Orochimaru base, but found that Sasuke had not yet opened Mangekyo. Orochimaru noticed the hatred in your heart for Konoha, so he wanted to use your force and offered to help you control Nine Tails. Do you believe it? Close black lens bracket. Can Orochimaru have the ability to control Nine Tails? Why didn't I know? Of course I don't believe it. Orochimaru tried to use force against you, but you fought back. At the critical moment, Orochimaru possessed Sasuke's cursed seal. A mysterious masked man appeared and guided Sasuke to kill Itachi. Nine Tails contacted you and said that he could cooperate with you. But you had to stay away from Sasuke and the mysterious masked man, you agreed, and you ran away. Close black lens bracket. You begin to cooperate with Nine Tails to find ways to improve your strength in the ninja world. Close black lens bracket. You learned about the cult of evil god, joined the cult of evil god through Hidan, and successfully obtained Hidan's abilities. Close black lens bracket. You invented a more powerful ninjutsu through Rasengan and Tailed Beast Bomb, the Great Spiral Rinyu. Close black lens bracket. Open black lens bracket. Uchiha Itachi and Hoshigaki Kisame found you, but were repelled by you. Close black lens bracket. Uchiha Sasuke and Uchiha Itachi met. Uchiha Sasuke killed Uchiha Itachi, and Uchiha Itachi sealed the Orochimaru and Curse seal in Sasuke's body. Close black lens bracket. You met Uchiha Sasuke. In order to control Nine Tails, you attacked Uchiha Sasuke and obtained the eternal Mangekyo Sharingan. You controlled Nine Tails. You faced an attack by a mysterious masked man, but you escaped. Close black lens bracket. You came to Sora Ninja Village and learned about Zero Tails. You killed Amaru and controlled Zero Tails with Mangekyo, absorbing Zero Tails' power. You can use the darkness in people's hearts to practice. Close black lens bracket. You came to the kingdom of ghosts, met the witch Ziwan, and learned about the power of ghosts. You unlocked the ghost seals, gained the power of ghosts, and suppressed ghost consciousness. Close black lens bracket. You collected information about Tim C and learned about the Grey Stone. You killed Tim C, Hyde, Camilla, Rank, and Feng Wai. You obtained 5 Grey Stones and used them transplanted into the body. Close black lens bracket. You visited Raichi Cave and wanted to learn Raichi Cave Senjutsu, but you were rejected by the Snake Sage because you had already learned the Senjutsu of Mount Myoboku. You defeated the Snake Sage, ruled Raichi Cave, and learned Raichi Cave Senjutsu. Close black lens bracket. You visited Shigu Forest. You wanted to learn Shigu Forest Immortal Technique. Katsuyu Sage resisted desperately, so you killed Katsuyu Sage. Close black lens bracket. Now you have 5 Grial Stones, the power of the demon, Raichi Cave magic, Mount Myoboku magic, Eternal Mangekyo Sharingan, and the evil cult ability, and you decide to take revenge on the target. Close black lens bracket. You returned to Konoha and planned to destroy Konoha, but you encountered resistance from Tsunade. You were interested in Tsunade's seal of Hakugo, so you imprisoned Tsunade and obtained the Hakuho technique with Mangekyo. Close black lens bracket. Jiraiya returns to Konoha, saves Tsunade, and Pain 6 Paths arrives, aiming for 9 Tails. Close black lens bracket. You versus Jiraiya plus Tsunade plus Pain 6 Paths plus tens of thousands of Konoha shinobi. You are gradually losing ground, so you leave behind 5 large spiral wheels and run away. Close black lens bracket. You destroyed Konoha, but you feel very empty. Close black lens bracket. The mysterious masked man found you, hoping to cooperate with you, and explain to you Project Tasuki no Mi. You have no goals, so you decided to agree to cooperate. When the Akatsuki organization lacks 9 Tails chakra, you can provide it. Close black lens bracket. You continue to wander aimlessly in the ninja world and improve your strength as much as possible. Close black lens bracket. You imprisoned Kuretsuchi and forced Onoki to hand over Dust Release, but found that you could not learn it, but you learned the Super Light Rock technique, and now you can fly. Close black lens bracket. You visit Cloud Shinobi Village and force Raikage to hand over the Laden armor. You learn the Laden armor. Close black lens bracket. You visit Kurigakure, but leave disappointed because they are so rubbish and don't have the power to interest you. Close black lens bracket. The Akatsuki organization has completed collecting tailed beasts, and the mysterious masked man has found you. He hopes you will contribute the power of 9 Tails. Your choice is. I feel like these 2 chapters are a bit watery. So I'll add another chapter today, and I'll update it later. Chapter 62 Sasuke. No matter how much I cry for help, you won't come to save me. After you took revenge, you lost your goals and your life had no purpose, so you agreed to contribute the power of 9 Tails. Close black lens bracket. Naruto watched the simulation develop, feeling like it was out of his control. Because after the character's strength increases, it seems that his options have become fewer. You follow the mysterious masked man back to the Akatsuki organization's base, but are told by the Akatsuki organization that you will die if you lose the tailed beast. Close black lens bracket. Although you are living without a goal, you don't want to die, so you start to resist. Close black lens bracket. Open black lens bracket. You versus all Akatsuki organization members. Close black lens bracket. You killed all members of the Akatsuki organization and seriously injured the mysterious masked man who called himself Uchiha Madara, but you eventually died under the mysterious masked man's kamui. Close black lens bracket. Open black lens bracket. You are dead. Close black lens bracket. Simulation ends. Close black lens bracket. Simulation evaluation. A life dominated by hatred, living only to become stronger and revenge. Your achievements are the pinnacle of ninjas in the world, but what follows after revenge is indescribable emptiness. System rating. 8. Reward. Level 8 physical enhancement. Open black lens bracket. Get bonus selection card. Uzumaki close black lens bracket. Inside the room. Naruto sat on the bed, feeling his suddenly soaring physique. It was the first time to receive such a high rating. Naruto didn't expect that the improvement would be so big. Open black lens bracket. Host. Uzumaki Naruto. Characteristics. Uzumaki Bloodline, Senju Bloodline, Ashura Reincarnation, Nine Tails Jinchūriki. Techniques. Seduction Technique, Transformation Technique, Adamantine Sealing Chains Kai, 8-Sign Seal G, Myojin Gate. Combat Power. 21,222 plus 149,600. Backpack. 16.594 billion silver taels. Number of simulations. 4. Mission. Chunin Exam. The original combat strength of more than 10,000 sword to 20,000. With the addition of Kurama, he can unleash Super Cage level combat power. That is to say, it is slightly inferior to the rumored Uchiha Madara and Senju Hashirama. As for the reward cards for this simulated character, Naruto is also thinking about what abilities he wants to obtain. This simulated character is extremely strong, definitely the strongest one Naruto has ever simulated. He acquired numerous ninjutsu and weird things. Naruto summarized the rewards into 3. 1. A huge amount of ninjutsu. 2. 1 Kurama with Yang attribute. 3. Others. After thinking about it for a while, Naruto felt that choosing half a Kurama would outweigh the benefits. It is better to choose a huge amount of ninjutsu. This would improve his own strength, not Kurama's. System. Choose his ninjutsu. Ding. Reward selection successful. After the selection is completed, many memories slowly flooded into Naruto's mind. Lightning style armor, ultra light rock technique, large spiral rib U, and the normal Rasengan. Of course, ninjutsu doesn't just include this. And there are only a few of them with high intensity. But what Naruto felt was a pity. Immortal arts, secret arts, and weird things including those from the evil god cult are actually not included in the scope of ninjutsu. Although it was a bit of a pity, Naruto's goal was achieved. After receiving the memory of the ninjutsu, Naruto looked at the attribute panel again. Open black lens bracket host, Uzumaki Naruto. Characteristics. Uzumaki Bloodline, Senju Bloodline, Ashura Reincarnation, Nine Tails Jinchūriki. Techniques. Adamantine Sealing Chains, Kai, 8-Sign Seal, Extreme, Myojin Gate, Big Spiral Wheel, Ultra Light Rock Technique, Lightning Style Armor. Combat Strength. 68,777 plus 149,600. Backpack. 16.594 billion silver taels. Number of simulations. 4. Mission. Chunin Exam. Hiss. Naruto took a deep breath because he didn't expect his improvement to be so great. The previous Naruto had combat experience but not much ninjutsu. But now, Naruto has learned a huge amount of ninjutsu. In other words, Naruto's previous combat power composition was Combat Experience X Sealing Technique. But now it is Combat Experience X Sealing Technique X Ninjutsu. Coupled with the level 8 physical increase in the power of blood, he now has a combat power of nearly 70,000. And based on the data given by the system, at this time, Naruto was already a strong shadow. Although there is still a gap between when Madara and Hashirama were alive. But with the addition of Nine Tails, Naruto at this time can also fight back and forth with Madara and Hashirama. After receiving the benefit, Naruto looked at the remaining 4 simulations with unsatisfied satisfaction. With any luck, Naruto would be able to take off immediately. Then he won't have to worry about the Akatsuki organization, and he won't have to lock himself in Konoha. So, Naruto immediately started to continue the simulation. But it's a pity. This time the simulation seemed to have consumed his luck. In the next simulation, Naruto did not draw good attributes. Although the simulated character has lived for more than 30 years, he is still a Chunin. Fortunately, that guy is good at intelligence gathering. Naruto can only choose his intelligence gathering ability, and then get a level 3 physical increase by the way. It was bad luck not to dampen Naruto's confidence. He went on to start the third simulation of the day. At the beginning comes Wang Za, whose surname is from the Uzumaki clan. But the subsequent attributes are hard to bear to look at. This simulated character was captured as Jinchūriki material in the end. Then he spent his life in frustration. Finally, Naruto received a level 4 physical enhancement and a Furious Complete Nine Tails card. And Naruto's combat power soared to more than 77,000 again. As for the Furious Nine Tails in the card, find an opportunity and feed it to your own Kurama. Then, Naruto stopped the simulation. Because there are only 2 simulation opportunities left. Naruto decided to choose a good time like last time by bathing and burning incense. This is metaphysics, but sometimes you have to believe in something. The second Chunin exam came soon. Outside the Forest of Death, teams of candidates gathered one after another. Naruto found a very strange guy among them. That would be Orochimaru. Under Mitarashi Anko's threats, everyone began to feel uneasy. And Naruto noticed that many people's eyes were focused on him. Is it that guy? It looks like he should be, a guy who can serve as an instructor right after graduation and defeat elite Jonin. Be sure to avoid him for a while, otherwise you will be in bad luck. Originally, Haruno Sakura was a little scared. But seeing that everyone was so afraid of Naruto, and even deliberately avoiding him, I felt much more stable. Soon, the exam begins. Each team received their own scroll and then entered the Forest of Death one after another. Not long after leaving, Naruto and the 3 met a guy wearing a straw hat. Do you dare to come and snatch the scroll alone? Sasuke said coldly and arrogantly. Naruto, you don't need to take action, just give him to me. Naruto glanced at Orochimaru, who was disguised as Genin, and asked Sasuke uncertainly, are you sure? Pillar. Sasuke smiled confidently. Of course. If I can't defeat a single Genin, I'm not qualified to shoulder those missions, nor am I qualified to receive your guidance. Naruto scratched his head and said to Sasuke, Zuzi, you have to know that there are people outside the world. Sasuke waved his hand. No need to say more, Naruto, I have made up my mind. I might even say, wait a minute, I can't beat this guy. No matter how much I cry for help, you don't have to come to save me. Naruto. Chapter 63 Save me. 3 minutes later. Sasuke shouted to Naruto in fear. Naruto, save me. Huh. Naruto stood in the distance and said to Sasuke, but Zuzi, you just said you wouldn't let me save you. Sasuke said with a ferocious expression, I was wrong, come and save me. I still have a mission, I can't die here, please. Naruto shook his head slightly and turned his attention to Orochimaru, who was chasing Sasuke on a python. Haruno Sakura, who was behind Naruto, was trembling with fear and had no fighting ability at all. Ultra light heavy rock technique. Naruto applied Onoki's auxiliary jutsu to himself and felt his body become lighter and then float in midair. And can change the position with Naruto's own control. Is this the ultra light heavy rock technique? It feels a bit magical. Naruto thought to himself, then flew into the air and approached Orochimaru. Sasuke saw Naruto coming. Although he didn't know how Naruto flew, he still moved closer to Naruto. Hey, Orochimaru, please get out of here. Naruto said very politely, while forming a seal with his hands. Adamantine sealing chains change. Wow, several golden chains appeared and attacked the python at Orochimaru's feet. Orochimaru is well informed and naturally recognizes that this is adamantine sealing chains. Is it actually adamantine sealing chains that can break away from physical limitations? Orochimaru said unexpectedly. Did you improve this yourself? It's really terrifying, Uzumaki Naruto. The moment adamantine sealing chains flew over, Orochimaru abandoned the python at his feet. The python was tied up tightly by adamantine sealing chains that flew over. The huge snake body fell to the ground and struggled, causing waves of aftermath. Orochimaru landed on a certain branch and looked down at the scene. He frowned slightly, feeling very bad. His appearance will definitely attract Anbu's attention. And Konoha's ninjas are probably heading here. Now Naruto is showing some ability to restrain himself. And Orochimaru can also sense the indescribable chakra within Naruto. It's almost no different from a tailed beast. Even if we fight with all our strength, we probably won't be able to win it in a while. Uzumaki Naruto. Orochimaru's face was extremely gloomy, and his eerie pale skin did not look like a living person. He said to Naruto, I remember you, Uzumaki Naruto. After saying that, Orochimaru turned and fled the scene. Seeing Orochimaru escape, Naruto was also a little confused. Orochimaru, is this person so obedient? But now that he's gone, Naruto can save himself some trouble. At the same time, the system prompt sound appears. Ding, congratulations to host for achieving A-level rating, simulation opportunity +3. Hearing the system prompt, Naruto thought to himself, is there only the last S-level rating left? It feels light and relaxed. If the ninja world had a similar game difficulty setting. Then Naruto felt that he should be driving in casual mode. Anyway, Orochimaru was driven away. Naruto went back to find Sasuke and Haruno Sakura. Sasuke was almost dead from exhaustion and lay down on a branch to rest. Fortunately, Orochimaru's goal is not to kill Sasuke. So although Sasuke had injuries on his body, they were not fatal. And Orochimaru's curse seal was not applied to Sasuke. Hashira, are you okay? Naruto asked Sasuke. Sasuke looked up at the sky in confusion and asked Naruto, Naruto, do I not have any ninja talent? Naruto, Zuzi, don't think so. In my opinion, you are a genius. But I can't even defeat a genin. Sasuke's expression was a little decadent. Naruto reminded Sasuke. That guy is not genin, but Orochimaru. He is one of the legendary Konoha Sannin, a proper cage level master. You can't beat him, it's normal. Sasuke sat up excitedly. What? Cage level master? Why did he come to take the Chunin exam? Naruto answered this to Sasuke. Upon hearing Naruto say that Orochimaru was defeated by Uchiha Itachi, so he wanted to use means to get Uchiha's body. This made Sasuke feel a chill. But Sasuke has fought against Orochimaru and knows that Orochimaru is very strong. Even with all his strength, Sasuke couldn't force Orochimaru to show his true abilities. But Uchiha Itachi was able to defeat such a powerful Orochimaru. This made Sasuke's sense of urgency even stronger. Although the battle only lasted 3 minutes, Sasuke was at full strength during these 3 minutes. So Sasuke's physical strength was almost exhausted at this time. So Naruto proposed to find a place to rest. Haruno Sakura naturally agreed, and Sasuke didn't have any objections. So the three of them found a tree hole nearby and went in. Sasuke lay on the ground with his eyes closed to relax. Haruno Sakura looked around with fear, and would notify Naruto if anyone approached. Suddenly, Haruno Sakura frowned slightly, approached Naruto and asked in a low voice, Naruto-kun, did you hear anything? Naruto, who was in a daze, listened carefully for a while. There is indeed a sound. It seems like someone is asking for help. This is normal. After all, this is the forest of death. It is normal for someone to be killed soon. Naruto didn't pay attention, but he suddenly thought of something. That's a small plot in the Chunin exam. Looks like fragrant phosphorus. Save or not? After thinking for a moment, Naruto made a decision. Save. Adamantine sealing chains and Kagura hard eye. Adamantine sealing chains. Now Naruto can do it, but Kagura doesn't know it yet. Kagura's mind's eye is one of the top survey techniques in the original work. Naruto and Karen both have Uzumaki blood. If Naruto could learn it, wouldn't he be able to make up for his shortcomings? After thinking this, Naruto stood up and said to Haruno Sakura, "I'll go out and take a look." When Haruno Sakura heard that Naruto was about to leave, she immediately said nervously, "Naruto, you have to come back as soon as possible. I'm just a noob and can't protect the pillars." Naruto said, "Don't worry, Sakura, I'll be quick." After saying that, Naruto left the tree hole. Sasuke, who was lying on the ground, half asleep and half awake, happened to hear this sentence. He couldn't help but shudder. Naruto and Haruno Sakura are having so much fun. Naruto followed the sound and soon found a pretty red-haired girl. But she wasn't in good shape. Perhaps due to myopia, Xiangling staggered while running. Behind her was a huge bear. Naruto flew over, stretched out his hand and picked up the phosphorus. Xiangling was severely short-sighted and thought he had been snatched away by an eagle. So Xiangling struggled with his arms and legs. "Let me go. I don't taste good. I haven't showered in 3 months." Naruto's scalp was numb when he heard it, and he subconsciously asked, "Really?" Hearing the human voice, a hint of joy rose in his fragrant vermilion pupils. "Of course it's fake, please save me." Naruto. Chapter 64 Fragrant Phosphorus. Naruto stood on the branch holding the incense. But Xiangling seemed to think she was high in the sky as she hugged Naruto's arm tightly. "Come down," Naruto told her. Xianglian's pretty face came close to Naruto, her eyes widened and she looked at Naruto carefully. Vaguely, Xiang Phosphorus saw a handsome face. "Thank you, kind-hearted person." Naruto. "It's okay, I'm helping for a purpose anyway." The huge bear below saw that Naruto could fly and was so frightened that he fled the scene. Koro seemed to be afraid that he would fall, so he grabbed Naruto's arm tightly with both hands. She begged Naruto. "My benefactor, I lost my glasses in this area, can you help me find them? Save people to the end." Naruto brought the phosphorus closer to the tree trunk and said to her, "Wait for me." Naruto flew down the tree to search. Not long after, Naruto left and came back again, holding the glasses in his hand. After Xiang Phosphorus put on the glasses, she felt much more at ease. Because without glasses she is no different from a blind person. She was also chased by a monster. The thrill just now made her think she was going to die here today. Xiangling looked at the rescued person and saw his face. At the first moment, Xiang Phosphorus felt a little surprised. Hiss. This face, this look and temperament. Isn't this the Prince Charming she's looking for? Wrong. Xiangling's expression trembled, and he said in surprise, You, are you the genin who defeated Elite Jonin? It doesn't count. It was because that guy was careless. Naruto humbly found a reason for Kakashi. Sure enough it is. The thought of the opponent possessing the ability to defeat Elite Jonin. Xiang Phosphorus felt a sense of peace of mind. At this time, she just wanted to survive and leave when the exam was over. So Xianglin shyly said to Naruto, "Well, I want to follow you." Naruto looked at her doubtfully. "I know that Xiang Phosphorus is bold and open-minded. But I didn't expect to be so open-minded." Xiang Phosphorus explained. "I got separated from my teammates, and they don't care about me. Now I just want to survive. When I get to the central tower, I will quit the game. I will never be a stumbling block for you." Okay. Naruto didn't refuse. After all, it was his plan to get closer to Xianglu. After Xiang Phosphorus awakens the Uzumaki family's abilities, he will ask her for advice. I didn't expect Naruto to agree so easily. After all, everyone looks so fierce. Xiang Liao smiled happily. "You are quite a nice person, I will remember your kindness. My benefactor, my name is Uzumaki. What is your name?" "Uzumaki Naruto." Naruto said casually, and then reminded. "My teammates are still waiting for me, let's go and join them first." Xiangling nodded obediently. I listened to Naruto. The aromatic phosphorus was very good for Naruto's senses. After all, he is a hero who saves a beauty and is powerful and good-looking. On the way, Xiang Phosphorus couldn't help but chirp. Is Naruto also named Uzumaki? Are we related? By the way, why is Naruto in Konoha? Aren't our Uzumaki clans scattered across the ninja world? Naruto is so handsome and powerful, there must be many little girls who like him. Naruto, do you have someone you like? When the two returned to the tree hole where Class 7 rested, they saw the situation outside. Many ninjas gathered there, including sound ninjas, grass ninjas, and Konoha's young masters. People from the Konoha camp and other camps are fighting. Sasuke played well and was able to contain 3 people at the same time. Haruno Sakura and Ino also cooperated with each other and barely managed a draw. Xiangling was a little scared when he saw this situation, and hurriedly hid behind Naruto, leaning out a little to look at the intense scene. Naruto felt a headache just looking at this chaotic situation. Naruto shouted. Hey, hey, hey. Stop fighting. Stop it. As soon as he spoke, he attracted everyone's attention. See that iconic yellow hair and handsome face. Everyone stopped fighting and stood in two camps. The expressions of the ninjas in Kusakuin village and Odogakure village suddenly changed. It's the guy who defeated Elite Jonin. What should I do? Damn it, he obviously wasn't here just now. Haruno Sakura looked happy. Okay, Naruto-kun is back. It's completely safe now. But, who is that big sister standing behind Naruto? Could it be the guy asking for help? Then hero Naruto rescued Mei and saved her. Haruno Sakura subconsciously felt something bad. That red-haired woman wouldn't commit herself to Naruto, would she? This gave Haruno Sakura a sense of crisis. Seeing them stop, Naruto announced in public. Now, except for the people in Konoha, everyone should get out. This attitude cannot be described as arrogant. Outrage ignited almost instantly. Haha. Ta stood up and stared at Naruto with a ferocious face. I heard that you defeated Elite Jonin. I'm afraid it's not false, so let Lousy try you. Naruto's expression remained unchanged. He raised his hand and threw a miniature spiral fire at Toss. What is that? Toss saw a spinning black ball flying towards him and subconsciously raised his hand to hit wind style. But the wind style, which was invincible and could even break rocks, could not have any impact on the black ball. Toss had no time to dodge and was hit in the abdomen by a miniature spiral wheel. The miniature spiral wheel supported Toss and flew into the distance. After just flying for several hundred meters. Boom. A deafening explosion came from afar. A semicircular wall of energy slowly pushed forward, annihilating everything in its path. The scene was shaken for a while, and the aftermath caused by the miniature spiral wheels hit the scene crazily. Everyone raised their arms to resist the hurricane brought by the aftermath. After a while, the scene became quiet. Are you kidding? A sound ninja was so frightened that he fell to the ground, staring blankly into the distance. Two of Tave's teammates turned and fled. The rest of the people, except Konoha, were so frightened that they ran away risking their lives. The young masters of Konoha also looked at Naruto in shock. Because this is the first time Naruto has demonstrated an ninjutsu of mass destruction. Ling swallowed his saliva and asked Naruto, Naruto-kun. I don't need to leave, right? Naruto shook his head. Of course not, didn't you just say that? We may be relatives. Yes, we are relatives, I may be Naruto-kun's sister. Ling felt a little relieved. But then Phosphorus seemed to think of something. She quickly added, it's for show. Naruto, sister, why do you have to emphasize this? Isn't it still a kiss if it's not an expression of affection? Why didn't I know that my mother had a daughter? The idea of aromatic phosphorus is different. Because you can start with the table. Chapter 65 It's now. Before, Orochimaru failed due to Naruto's power. He didn't really leave after his failure, but lurked around Naruto's team. Orochimaru's purpose is simple, to plant the curse seal of heaven on Sasuke. Then he used his desire to become stronger to seduce him into defecting. Original. When Orochimaru saw Naruto leaving the team, he knew his chance had come. Unexpectedly, before Naruto could get far, Haruno Sakura and Sasuke were in trouble. The situation is out of control, as if there is some kind of banquet going on here. So many people gathered in a short period of time. There were even Orochimaru's own men. Naruto then returned with the phosphorus. Naruto threw a black sphere ninjutsu at Toth. That power. I can't say it's very big, I can only say it's very, very big. Orochimaru hid in the dark, observing Naruto with a frown. Naruto in this state is really difficult to deal with. It seems that we have to wait for a more perfect opportunity. Naruto drove away everyone except Konoha and obtained a different scroll from his own team, thus completing the mission successfully. Everyone separated without talking for a few words. After all, this is an assessment, and they don't want to snatch the scrolls from the same village. Team Naruto's mission is complete, now they just need to go to the central tower. Haruno Sakura looked at the phoenix behind Naruto with a sour heart. After all, this sister looks kind of pretty. And Naruto's attitude towards her was also excellent. Haruno Sakura couldn't help but ask Naruto, Naruto, who is she? Without waiting for Naruto to answer, Haruno took 2 steps forward, crossed his arms and looked down at Haruno Sakura. I know you. You are the one who has been pursuing Naruto-kun for a long time but has not made any progress, and then you are not able to develop. Jihyaji. Haruno Sakura felt a sense of irritation in her heart when she heard these familiar words. She gritted her teeth and said to Lien, don't be proud. I spend more time with Naruto-kun than you do, you third party. Am I the third party? Ling was not angry when he heard this, but was overjoyed. You are actually so far forward. Haruno Sakura, Sasuke and Naruto stood aside, watching helplessly as the two girls quarreled over each other. It didn't take long. Haruno Sakura was so angry that her face turned red. She looked like she wanted to hit someone but didn't dare to do it. Her little face was tight and aggrieved. In the end, it was Naruto who spoke to end the war. Now the team has 2 kinds of scrolls, and there is no need to complete the mission, so they head directly towards the central tower. Not long after, Team Naruto appeared in the central tower and met Iruka's clone. Afterwards, we waited in the central tower for the game to end. Orochimaru, who was hiding in the dark, secretly thought it was a pity. Sasuke had Naruto by his side, so it was difficult for him to do anything. Now that we've reached the central tower, it's even harder to start. Do we have to give up now? Do I really want to give up the chance to have the body of an Uchiha clan? Orochimaru was hesitating when he noticed a roar not far from the tower. Moreover, it was accompanied by an indescribable sense of oppression. Orochimaru frowned. What's going on? Why is there a tailed beast's chakra? He looked in that direction. Boom. I saw a huge civet cat appearing not far from the tower. There were many candidates running away in front of the civet cat. As one tail going berserk in advance, Orochimaru felt a little dissatisfied. This Sunagaker is really a rip-off. I won't take them to play anymore. Inside the central tower, Naruto's team also heard the noise and came out of the tower. Coming out like them, there were also many teams of candidates who arrived at the tower. It's a tailed beast. What's going on? Why do tailed beasts appear in the Chunin exam? Everyone was panicked, and many even turned around and ran away. The huge tailed beast gave people a very strong sense of oppression. And this Shukaku seemed to have gone berserk and was attacking all living creatures indiscriminately. Many candidates who were still in the process of taking the examination were driven towards the central tower by Shukaku to escape for their lives. From a distance, you can still see people running for their lives. There are Team Shikamaru, Team Neji. Naruto looked at Shukaku's figure and asked the system in his mind. System, if I defeat Shukaku, will my score be S? Ding. Yes. Close black lens bracket. Then it's confirmed. It looks like this is an opportunity. Naruto thought so, although I don't know why Shukaku went berserk in the second Chunin exam. But this was an opportunity for Naruto. Beside Naruto, Sasuke subconsciously asked Naruto, Naruto, what should I do? Now Sasuke knew that maybe only Naruto had the solution. Because Naruto is definitely the strongest here. Naruto ordered the people around him. You stay away from here first, I'll go take a look. Naruto, this is too dangerous. Let's leave this kind of thing to adults. Haruno Sakura looked at Naruto with some worry. What if something happens to you? Xiangling also pulled Naruto's sleeves a little nervously. Naruto-kun, although Sakura and I are enemies, Sakura is right, this is too dangerous. Naruto, on the other hand, had a relaxed look on his face and said without any pressure, I think you have made a mistake. I let you go first, not to give you support, but to avoid affecting you. After saying that, Naruto blessed himself with the super light heavy rock technique and flew away. Xiangling panicked subconsciously and wanted to persuade Naruto to run away together. But was stopped by Sasuke. Sasuke said coldly, don't cause trouble. Don't be the one causing trouble. Xiangling snorted. You should take this nympho and leave quickly. Saying this, Koro pointed at Haruno Sakura. Haruno Sakura was furious when she heard this. Who are you calling a nympho? A nympho. Xiang Lian explained. I can replenish chakra for Naruto-kun. Don't talk nonsense now. If you want to scold me, you will have plenty of time later. Haruno Sakura also knew that she was a noob, so she left with Sasuke without saying much. Xiang Phosphorus, on the other hand, goes against the flow of people and hides in the dark. In the dark, Orochimaru saw Naruto and Sasuke separate and knew that the opportunity had come. Unexpectedly, Sand Shinobi is somewhat useful. At least Orochimaru's first purpose of coming to Konoha was achieved. Orochimaru followed Sasuke. This time he did not test Sasuke's strength, but went all out. Finally, Orochimaru took a bite of Sasuke, planted a strawberry on his shoulder, and walked away. Haruno Sakura didn't have time to get scared and dragged the unconscious Sasuke away. The other side, Naruto was suspended in midair, looking at Shukaku, who was sending Kamui down below. While Team Shikamaru and Team Neji were escaping, they saw Naruto flying in the sky. Shikamaru shouted at Naruto, Naruto, run, that thing is a tailed beast. Naruto saw that these two teams were about to be overtaken by Shukaku, so he didn't waste any time. His expression condensed, and he raised his hand and stabbed Shukaku with adamantine sealing chains. Tiantian's eyes narrowed and he yelled, now. She quickly took out the camera and pointed it at Naruto while running, the light flashed dozens of times. Neji, Xiao Li, and Team Shikamaru looked at Tiantian in horror. Chapter 66 Exploding Shukaku. Kakaka. The sound of chains alarmed Shukaku. Shukaku sensed something was wrong and raised his hand to control the overwhelming flow of sand towards adamantine sealing chains. Puff. Adamantine sealing chains penetrated the sand, and 3 plus 5 divided by 2 tied Shukaku tightly. When the others saw Shukaku trapped, they immediately sped up and fled the scene. Before leaving, I never forget to take a few photos every day. Roar. Shukaku looked up to the sky and screamed, his entire body began to turn into sand, and then escaped from the restrictions of the adamantine sealing chains. In the sky, Naruto saw Shukaku breaking away from the adamantine sealing chains, and said with some surprise, I didn't expect you to be able to do this. Kurama's voice suddenly reached Naruto's ears. Naruto, do you want me to help you? I want to try it out. Naruto replied. Kurama couldn't help but remind Naruto. This Tanuki knows wind style and sealing technique. Naruto, you have to be careful. After Shukaku escaped Naruto's adamantine sealing chains, his two brutal eyes locked onto Naruto in the sky. Death. Die. Shukaku roared, raising his paws to control the sand and roll it towards Naruto. Naruto flew through the sky, avoiding them easily. Below, Shukaku saw that he could not attack Naruto, so he formed seals with his hands, and the tailed beast chakra continued to condense. Wind style. Naruto stared at Shukaku with interest, raised his hand and began to condense chakra. Compared with human chakra, the powerful point of tailed beast chakra is its high strength and large amount. At this time, Naruto was not lacking in chakra. As for chakra strength, it is related to physical strength. After all, chakra is extracted from the body. And Naruto's body has been systematically transformed many times. Naruto's chakra surged into his palm like a flood bursting from a dam. The terrifying chakra condenses over the palm of the hand. Finally, a black sphere was formed, with an energy wave similar to a star ring outside the sphere. The sphere is constantly rotating and exuding terrifying power. Below, Shukaku completed the seal and roared, wind style. Practice blank bullets. Boom. A hurricane compressed to ultimate erupted from Shukaku's mouth and roared towards Naruto. Naruto looked around and saw that no one was around anymore. There were only Sand Shinobi and Konoha's sealing team coming from a distance. After all, Shukaku's rampage was a big deal. How could Sand Shinobi and Konoha not know? At this time, the two villages had sent 2 sealing squads respectively. Naruto visually checked the positions of himself and the sealing class, and felt relieved. He removed his palm, and the large spiral wheel slowly fell from the air. Naruto's body is an ultralight rock technique that has been given a more terrifying chakra. With the speed of the chakra burst, Naruto quickly avoided the path of Shukaku ninjutsu, and then tried his best to gain altitude. The empty bomb and the big spiral wheel collided head-on. For a moment, all the energy is sucked in a little bit. The next second, these energies began to explode. A white aurora slowly rose from the center of the explosion. A white restricted area formed by the chakra explosion suddenly appeared in the death forest. It is rumored that the trees left behind by Hashirama shattered instantly. That terrifying energy crazily destroyed everything within the range. On the periphery, a shocking aftermath spread to all directions. Along the way, the ground seemed to be affected by force majeure, shaking directly into ripples like water, then shattered and pushed toward the distance. Naruto's figure continued to rise, but he was still shaken by the aftermath. Fortunately, Kurama attached its chakra to Naruto in time. A layer of 9 tails chakra rose up on Naruto's body, helping Naruto withstand the aftermath. Kurama looked at the big spiral wheel and the explosion caused by the missile in the sealed space, and couldn't help but said in shock, Naruto, your strength is comparable to Senju Hashirama and Uchiha Madara. What frightened Kurama even more? Naruto is still young at this time, and he still has a lot of room for improvement. When the sealing squad in the distance saw this scene, they turned around and ran back. But it was still affected by the aftermath. Even though they had defensive ninjutsu to resist, they were seriously injured. The candidates who first fled the scene also showed their magical powers to resist the least powerful aftermath. Candidates who had no time to escape from the central tower were directly vaporized. And Naruto noticed. At a certain location in the Forest of Death, 3 Rashomon gates suddenly appeared. These 3 Rashomon gates resisted the aftermath and protected a Forest of Death behind it. Naruto judged based on the distance, and the corners of his lips twitched slightly. Orochimaru still succeeded. The current Sasuke should have been planted with the curse seal of heaven by Orochimaru. Naruto took note of this for the moment, and then turned his attention to the center of the explosion. By this time the explosion had passed, and a mushroom cloud slowly rose. Debris from the blown material floated in the sky. The originally eerie Forest of Death turned directly into a doomsday scene after the explosion. Far away from the center of the explosion was Shukaku's original location. At this moment, Shukaku's body was blown to pieces. A little bit of gravel is condensing. After a long time, Shukaku finally condensed an outline frame. But above Shukaku's head, Gaara was safe and sound. Turn out to be, it was Shukaku who used secret techniques to protect Gaara at the critical moment. Because the relationship between Jinchūriki and tailed beasts is very complicated. If the tailed beast is extracted from Jinchūriki, then the tailed beast will not die. If the tailed beast is still inside Jinchūriki and Jinchūriki dies, then the tailed beast will die. If you want to be resurrected, I'm afraid it will take quite a few years. So Shukaku protected Gaara. At this time Shukaku condensed into shape again. But it has lost the arrogance it had just now. Shukaku just now acted like he was not afraid of anything, and Lousy acted like the boss, killing whoever he saw and killing whomever he caught. But now, Shukaku was hit by the big spiral wheel. It lost most of its chakra in order to resist. At this time, its body was only 1/5 of the size before it was bombed, and it looked no different from the larger summoning beast. Shukaku's eyes became much clearer. I'll go back now, Shukaku said obediently, and wanted to return control of his body to Gaara. But at this moment, Kurama's voice came from Naruto, ha ha ha. Shukaku, I haven't seen you for many years. I didn't expect you to become so cool. Upon hearing Kurama's voice, Shukaku became furious. It even forgot about the threat of death and roared at Naruto in the air, stinky fox. If you have the ability, come out and fight. Kurama was overjoyed and said excitedly, you said this. Naruto, let me go out and get some air. Got strength from Naruto. Now Kurama really wants to show off in front of his former enemies. Naruto didn't refuse and opened the seal directly. Kurama's chakra seal surged out and then gathered not far in front of Shukaku. Then, a terrifying fox nearly 20 times larger than Shukaku appeared. Chapter 67 Mission accomplished. Rumble. The huge fox claws stretched out from the sky and slowly enveloped Shukaku's body. Shukaku looked up and saw Kurama, who seemed to be standing among the clouds. The eyes of the two beasts were round and filled with boundless fear. Kurama picked Shukaku up from the ground and said ferociously, "One Tail, what did you just say?" I mean, it's been a long time no see." Shukaku lowered his ears timidly. Although Shukaku was blasted away most of the chakra by Naruto. But Shukaku at this time is still a large summoning beast. But in Kurama's hands, it is as small as Kurama in Senju Hashirama's hands. Seeing Shukaku being so cowardly, Kurama started mocking him unscrupulously. Shukaku, I thought you had the toughest mouth, but I didn't expect that there would be times when you would give in. Smelly fox, don't bully me too much." Shukaku became furious. It's not like Lousy never died. After saying that, Shukaku opened his mouth and bit Kurama's thumb. Kurama felt pain in his hand and threw Shukaku away. Shukaku flew several hundred meters before falling, making him dizzy. "What's going on with this stinky fox?" Shukaku asked in confusion. "I remember it wasn't so strong before." "Forget it. Now that I'm injured, I'd better retreat quickly to avoid being ridiculed by it." After saying that, Shukaku began to reintroduce chakra into Gaara's body. In the distance, Kurama kept mocking Shukaku, "Coward." Not long after, Shukaku then returned to Gaara's body. System prompts also came from Naruto's mind. Ding, congratulations to host for achieving S-level rating, simulation chance +5. Naruto glanced at the system panel. There are 10 simulations left. This is definitely enough to improve Naruto a lot. The purpose was accomplished and Kurama returned to Naruto's body. Naruto then planned to retreat. But at this moment, the sealing team from Konoha and Sand Shinobi rushed over. They checked Gaara and then looked at Naruto in the sky in horror. Because Naruto's behavior was outrageous. Not only can he use sealing techniques to restrain Shukaku, but he can also compete with Shukaku in ninjutsu. And looking at the way Nine Tails looks like, it seems like there is some kind of cooperative relationship with Naruto. That's a tailed beast. The Chunin exam has reached this point, and it will definitely be impossible to proceed. Naruto didn't care about this, after all, his mission was completed. Just leave it to Konoha and Sand Shinobi to handle the follow-up. Naruto himself planned to find Haruno Sakura and Sasuke. But while he was flying in the sky, he vaguely heard a familiar voice. That voice was very weak. "Naruto. Save me." Naruto frowned, subconsciously feeling something bad. He followed the sound, but only the ruins of the central tower were visible. Could it be an auditory hallucination? It's not right. How can I have auditory hallucinations when I am so physically strong? Could it be that you have been too tired recently? Forget it, ask Kurama first. Naruto asked Kurama in his heart. "Kurama, feel your surroundings." "Kurama. Is that the sound just now? I heard it too." After a few seconds, Kurama's shocked voice came. "Naruto, the little girl you saved is dying." Huh. Naruto suddenly thought of Kurama and asked Kurama quickly. "Kurama, where is it?" "Kurama. In the ruins of the central tower. She was hiding in the central tower when you were fighting Shukaku." This guy obviously has many years of experience in hiding. He ran to the basement before the explosion, so he avoided the first wave of damage. But she didn't expect the explosion to be so powerful. It not only destroyed the central tower, but also buried the basement. Naruto felt his scalp numb when he heard it, and rushed to the ruins of the central tower, separated out Shadow Clone and began to clean up the ruins. As the ruins were being cleared, Xiangling's cry for help became clearer and clearer. Naruto found the source and dug all the way down. Finally dug it out. A wood-style ninjutsu. Just like Yamato's wooden ingot wall, it is a defensive wood-style ninjutsu. "Is Yamato here?" Kurama's voice reached Naruto's ears. "Naruto, that is indeed a wood-style defensive ninjutsu, and it belongs to Senju Hashirama." "Really?" Naruto touched his chin. "No wonder it looks a bit different from Yamato's." Kurama said. "This forest was left by Senju Hashirama. It is not surprising that his ninjutsu is here." Naruto was a little curious. "How do you know?" "Kurama. How about you guess where I was sealed by Senju Hashirama decades ago?" "Naruto. This wood style is extremely sturdy and remains strong despite years of use." Xiangling saw Naruto through the gap and was immediately overjoyed. "Naruto, I'm here. Hurry. Save me." The wall of the wooden ingot is in the shape of an inverted bowl. Naruto stepped forward and opened the wall of the wooden ingot, revealing the fragrant phosphorus inside. But the condition of aromatic phosphorus is not very good. She was covered in bruises, and if she hadn't been suddenly enveloped by the wall of wooden ingots flying from the basement, she would have been reduced to a pulp by now. After the disaster, Xiangling immediately threw herself into Naruto's arms and cried loudly. "Wait a minute." Naruto hugged Xiangling and reminded her. "It's better to go to the hospital first. Stop crying." "No need." Xiangling twisted her delicate body uneasily, and she said to Naruto, "This injury will heal on its own in a short time." Naruto. So strong. My last name is Uzumaki too. Why didn't I know that? Maybe it's because I haven't been injured. What on earth is going on? Naruto asked Xianglin with lingering fear. He thought that Xianglin had escaped with Sasuke and the others, so he acted so unscrupulously. If Naruto had known that Akira was around, Shukaku would have been stunned. Mainly because he had just received an unprecedented improvement in strength, Naruto wanted to test it. Unexpectedly, Shang Phosphorus was accidentally injured. Shang Phosphorus told the situation at that time. It turns out that Koro thought he could help Naruto at that time. So I hid in the central tower. Unexpectedly, the battle between Naruto and Shukaku was too fantasy. Even if she hid, she was still affected. When Shukaku formed the seal, Shang Phosphorus began to run into the basement. The explosion destroyed the central tower, and Xiangling and several other ninja candidates were buried in the basement. In panic, a giant bowl made of wood style was blown away by the shock wave, and it happened to cover the fragrant phosphorus. This allowed Shang Phosphorus to avoid subsequent harm. Several people were hiding in the basement with her. Except for the phosphorus, only one survived. That person is also very lucky. He was in the corner of the wall, and the corner collapsed to form a triangular support, which just helped him withstand subsequent injuries. Chapter 68 Infection by the Will of Fire. Xiang Ling pointed in a certain direction, and Naruto dug out the survivor. But this guy obviously hasn't experienced strong winds and waves. Even if he is rescued now, he is still lying limply on the ground, as if he has lost his soul. Naruto shook his head slightly. Shang Phosphorus, do you know how dangerous it was just now? Of course I know. Shang Lian lowered his head and said vaguely, but I also want to help, I just didn't expect Naruto to be so strong. After that, Shang Ling felt happy again. Isn't it true that I survived anyway? But seeing Naruto's serious expression, Shang Ling dodged his eyes and said with a guilty conscience, this. I was wrong. I will definitely obey the command from now on and stop running around. Naruto shook his head slightly. Forget it, let's not talk about this now, let's meet up with Sasuke and the others. Naruto found Sasuke and Haruno Sakura with phosphorus. At the beginning of the battle, Haruno Sakura dragged Sasuke to the distance. So there is nothing wrong with these two people. But the key is. While Naruto was away, Sasuke was attacked by Orochimaru. Orochimaru planted strawberries on Sasuke's neck. Now Sasuke is in a coma, and the chakra all over his body is still very evil. Naruto saw this and without saying a word, he directly sent a 4-elephant seal to Sasuke. Orochimaru's curse seal was instantly suppressed by Naruto in Sasuke's sealed space. Then Naruto and Haruno Sakura took Karen and Sasuke to the hospital. There were many candidates who had been removed from the Chunin examination site in the hospital. When they saw Naruto, they all had expressions of gratitude and fear. Grateful because Naruto took action to stop Shukaku and prevent their casualties. I was afraid because Naruto's attacks were neither gentle nor severe, and many people on the scene were injured because of Naruto. Not long after, Gaara was also sent over. At this time, Gaara's Shukaku seal has been processed by the sealing team. Elite Jonin Baki of Sand Shinobi and Minister Anbu of Konoha were also present. They are discussing how to deal with this matter. Gaara fell into a coma at this time, and the poor baby was finally able to get some sleep. By the time the hospital finished treating the injuries of the 3 wounded, 3 hours had passed. In the ward, 3 beds are arranged in sequence. Aroma, Sasuke, Gaara. Inside the house, Naruto, Haruno Sakura, Temari, Kankuro. In the corridor outside the house, Baki and Konoha Minister Anbu. Although Shang Phosphorus said that he did not need to deal with the wound, this kind of thing should not be taken lightly. At this time, Shang Phosphorus was sleeping soundly. And Sasuke is still unconscious. Naruto and Haruno Sakura were responsible for guarding these 2 people. Inside the room, Kankuro walked over with a confused look on his face. Haruno Sakura was instantly alert and said to him, "What are you doing? Stop." After all, he is a ninja, and not a ninja from the same village. Although they are allies on the surface, something is obviously wrong when the other party is so close. Kankuro quickly raised his hands. I didn't bring any ninja tools, I just came to say thank you. Haruno Sakura relaxed now. Thank you. That's right. Kankuro came to Naruto and bowed. You are Uzumaki Naruto, right? Thank you very much for Gaara this time. Seeing Kankuro's sincere attitude, Naruto became curious. Aren't you afraid of Gaara? His tailed beast chakra went berserk. He should have died, but I stopped him. Shouldn't you feel pity? Kankuro shook his head slightly after hearing this. That's not the case. Gaara's character is not like this. Although he is difficult to get along with now, Gaara was a very kind child when he was a child. We're afraid of him, and that's right. But Gaara is my brother after all. Naruto said and stopped reacting too much. How could he react? Stopping Shukaku was the mission in the first place. Naruto didn't expect to benefit from Sand Shinobi either. But there was one thing Naruto was very curious about. Naruto asked Kankuro. I have a question, can you please answer it? Kankuro was a little confused, but nodded. Yes, as long as it doesn't involve confidentiality, I won't hide it. Why do you Sand Shinobi like to paint on your face? Naruto stared at the weird lines on Kankuro's face. In the past life, when Naruto watched the anime, he felt. Kankuro was stunned for a moment, and then suddenly realized, oh, this is not a secret. He pointed his thumb at the patterns on his face and said proudly, for the puppet master, the patterns on his face represent the level, which is similar to the levels of Genin, Chunin, and Jonin awarded to ninjas by the ninja village. How's it going? You look handsome. It's ugly. Naruto expressed his truest feelings. Kankuro. Tamari saw this scene from the side and burst out laughing. I have complained about it a long time ago. That pattern is a product of the old times. Never imagined. Even after the Gara-tailed beast chakra went berserk, the Chunin exam was still not cancelled. And the Kage was also on his way to Konoha. Inside the hospital. Phosphorus wakes up the fastest. After she woke up, according to her original intention, it was time to return to her original village. But Shang Phosphorus changed his mind. Not only did she not plan to take the Chunin exams, she also didn't plan to leave Konoha. As a descendant of the Uzumaki clan, news of Hiruzen was immediately sent to Sarutobi Hiruzen. So Sarutobi Hiruzen found Phosphorus. This was the first time Shang Ling saw the shadow of a large village, and he was inevitably a little nervous. She stood outside the door hesitantly. Fortunately, Anbu behind her said to her, go in, we Hokage are very friendly. Shang Ling was heartbroken and pushed the door open. Seeing the shadow of the legendary Chunin world's #1 ninja village, Shang Ling breathed a sigh of relief. He seems to be a kinder old man. When Sarutobi Hiruzen saw Uzumaki, he immediately smiled and asked, are you Uzumaki? I am. Shang Liao said obediently. Sarutobi Hiruzen didn't waste any time and asked Konoha directly, since you don't want to leave Konoha, do you want to become a ninja of Konoha? Shang Lian's expression was blank, and he suspected that he heard wrongly, and asked uncertainly, me? Becoming a Konoha shinobi, like Naruto. Sarutobi Hiruzen smiled, having already made up his mind about the arrangements for Shang Phosphorus. The Hokage's intelligence abilities are outstanding. The experience of Shang Phosphorus has also been found out. Not to mention that Karen just said Naruto's name. Sarutobi Hiruzen nodded. Yes, becoming a ninja of Konoha, just like little Naruto. Shang Ling asked in shock. Master Hokage, don't you suspect that I am a spy from other villages? Let others join the village so easily. So careless. It's not like Hokage. Sarutobi Hiruzen shook his head slightly. No, I believe in little Naruto's vision. As long as you join the village, we will be a family, and the village will also provide you with accommodation and an excess of funds. Sarutobi Hiruzen already knew that Naruto was an old pervert. If Konoha could stay in Konoha, what would happen even if Konoha was a spy? Having a spy in the village who reveals his identity can greatly enhance Jinchūriki's sense of belonging to the village. Not to mention, Shang Lian is still an Uzumaki clan. If they get married and have children in Konoha in the future, wouldn't the Uzumaki clan be reborn in Konoha a few decades later? Chapter 69. Phosphorus, slipped away. The conditions given by Sarutobi Hiruzen are very good. But after hearing this, Shang Phosphorus felt more and more frightened. So many years of wandering life plus the thoughts instilled in the village. Let Shang Phosphorus have seen more situations than his peers. In some ways, Shang Phosphorus is more mature than his peers. She knows. There is no free lunch in this world. Sarutobi Hiruzen is so good, he must have something up his sleeve. As for what Sarutobi Hiruzen wants, Shang Phosphorus can't think of it yet. The only possibility is to use oneself as a reproductive tool to reproduce the Uzumaki clan in Konoha. This is what Shang Lu's mother once warned Shang Lu. Don't reveal your last name unless you're in front of someone you feel comfortable with. And now, Sarutobi Hiruzen knows. And Sarutobi Hiruzen wants to lure her to stay with benefits. Who knows what Sarutobi Hiruzen will do next? Shang Lu hesitated for a moment, then immediately stood up and walked out. But Anbu stopped her. Let me go. I want to leave. Shang Ling panicked, threw Anbu away and rushed out of the door. Anbu still wants to chase. But Sarutobi Hiruzen said, no need. What Naruto didn't expect was that Uzumaki didn't want to leave before. Now he leaves without saying goodbye. He didn't know what was going on. But he doesn't care that much. After all, the aromatic phosphorus in the original work was considered safe during this period of time. So don't worry too much. As for learning Uzumaki's secret technique, it doesn't matter if you can postpone it for a while. Before the start of the third Chunin exam, Naruto returned alone to the Forest of Death, which had been almost razed to the ground. Using the same technique as last time, Naruto released the complete 9 tails in his backpack and sealed it within himself. Within the sealed space, Naruto restrained the 9 tails again. This 9 tails was very angry and confused in its words. Who are you? Why do I appear here? We were obviously fighting a big blonde ghost, but a little blonde ghost suddenly appeared. I want to kill you. Naruto didn't leave directly, but stared at his Kurama. Kurama was already ready to take action, but when he saw Naruto still not leaving, he asked, Naruto, why don't you leave? I'm just curious about how you absorbed chakra. Naruto stared at Kurama with interest. This made Kurama feel energetic, and he said to Naruto, well, I want to keep it a secret, okay. Naruto smacked his lips and had to suppress his curiosity. After Naruto left the sealed space, 9 tails' shrill screams continued to be heard from the space. A few hours later, Naruto returns to the sealed space. The 9 tails that had just been sealed by him had become as big as 30 centimeters. It squatted on the ground, hugged its knees with its paws, its hair was messy, and it said with a numb expression, "You two beasts, you two beasts." And Naruto's own Kurama's health soared again. It has reached 1,000 times its original size. Seeing Naruto, Kurama asked happily, "Naruto, it seems I have to tell you something." Oh, Kurama still has something to tell himself. What can it do? Naruto asked curiously. Kurama, what's the matter? Naruto, you also know that the chakra of our tailed beasts is very evil, right? Kurama extended some chakra from his body. The scarlet chakra exudes extremely evil and violent power. Naruto nodded. That's right. Kurama continued. If Jinchūriki wants to truly utilize the chakra of our tailed beasts, they need to use their own hearts to resist the side effects of chakra. Even we, as tailed beasts, cannot take the initiative to eliminate this side effect. So if you really want to gain my power, you need to recognize your true nature and improve your immunity to the evil thoughts of the tailed beast chakra. Increase the immunity to evil thoughts brought by the tailed beast chakra. Naruto thought about it in his mind, and then remembered a certain plot in the original work. If you want to improve your immunity, you need to take your heart seriously. And if you want to understand your true nature, you need to go to the real waterfall. Kurama agreed with Naruto. Yes, only if you can withstand the power of my tailed beast can you fully control the chakra I give you. Otherwise, the more chakra I give you, the more your mind will be affected. Understand yet? Naruto touched his chin. Why do I feel something is wrong? It turns out that the chakra you gave me before was controlled by you yourself. Kurama chuckled. Of course. If I don't take the initiative to control chakra, you will be swallowed by the evil thoughts in chakra. Only by recognizing your true intentions can you avoid that situation. It has been countless years since I was born and I have been to all places in this world. And there is only one place where you can understand your true heart. That is the true waterfall. If you want to truly gain my power, go and see it yourself. Otherwise, even if I want to give chakra to you, you will not be able to bear the evil thoughts and evil attached to chakra. Naruto was quite pleased when he saw that Kurama actually took the initiative to reveal the training method of Kurama mode in the original work. But, Naruto said to Kurama, how about you just try giving me the chakra? What, you little brat? Kurama was shocked. Do you know what you are doing? Naruto smiled calmly. Of course I know. Kurama took a deep breath. Then do you know the consequences of failure? Naruto. If I fail, my mind will be eroded by your chakra, but I will not fail. Ha 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 ha. Brat, you are so confident. Kurama also became interested. Okay. I will give you the chakra first, and then remove the control and see if you can control it yourself. Finished. Kurama controlled his chakra to Naruto. A layer of 9 tails chakra condensed on Naruto's body, but it was red. Kurama reminded Naruto. It's begun. Naruto. Yeah. Then, Kurama disconnected from the chakra in Naruto's body. Those chakra lost Kurama's control and instantly began to go berserk. They continue to impact Naruto's spirit, and all the darkness he has experienced since childhood is happening again. There were countless evil and evil thoughts in Naruto's mind. But, Naruto's breathing was steady and his expression was calm, as if he wasn't affected at all. Not long after, Kurama's chakra completely merged with Naruto. A bit of gold appeared on Naruto's body. Then it continued to expand. In less than 2 minutes, Naruto's 9 tails chakra coat turned golden. Naruto looked down at his palm and saw only a brilliant golden color. Chapter 70 A Healthy Ferret. Is this the 9 tails chakra mode from the original novel? Naruto felt the power and couldn't help but nod. This strength is indeed very good. Kurama was on the side and planned to watch the show, but this result made his jaw drop. The other 2 9 tails squatted on Kurama's shoulders and watched as well. The 3 9 tails all looked shocked. Naruto, how could you? Kurama was shocked and asked Naruto, why aren't you affected by evil? Naruto explained to Kurama. Kurama, you said that if you want not to be affected by evil thoughts, you need to recognize your true heart. If you want to know your true nature, you need to go to the true falls. But, if I live according to my heart, then don't I need to go to the real waterfall? Kurama was very shocked after hearing this. There are still people who can do such a thing. No, Naruto, if you live your life according to your heart and you were rejected by those villagers when you were a child, why don't you have any hatred? This is not normal. Of course it's not normal. But Naruto also gave a reasonable explanation. The reason is simple. I remember Sarutobi Hiruzen hit you with a ninja tool. Kurama, do you hate ninja tools, or do you hate Sarutobi Hiruzen? Kurama, this is not a concept. Kurama said with a headache. The ninja tool has no life, but the villagers who reject you do. Naruto shook his head. It's no different, I just need to settle all the accounts on Danzo and that guy. Kurama fell silent after hearing this. Then it felt a little frightened. This Naruto, too rational, Orochimaru planted the curse seal inside Sasuke. Later he witnessed the ninjutsu battle between Naruto and Shukaku. First timing, Orochimaru realized that the Konoha collapse plan could not be carried out. Because Konoha at this time has a combat power comparable to Super Kage level. In Orochimaru's opinion, Naruto is a guy who has been brainwashed by the will of fire. Naruto will definitely fight to protect the third Hokage. So Orochimaru gave up the Konoha collapse plan directly. And Sasuke stayed in Konoha again, staying with Naruto. At the same time, Orochimaru also realized that the curse seal he left in Sasuke's body had been sealed by a force. So, I want to seduce Sasuke through my strength, and then get Sasuke's body. This plan is obviously not feasible, but Orochimaru is still greedy for the bodies of the Uchiha clan. Since Sasuke's body cannot be obtained, Orochimaru changed his plan. Through his intelligence network, he found Uchiha Itachi and met him in person. On a piece of Gobi Desert, a figure appeared in front of Kisame and Itachi. Yo, Kisame raised his hand to take down Samahata from behind, and said, I didn't expect that we are still an old acquaintance. Orochimaru ignored Kisame, looked at Uchiha Itachi with a pair of snake eyes, and asked him, do you really think your plan can succeed? Itachi frowned. What are you talking about? Orochimaru chuckled. You know, Itachi, within the Akatsuki organization, the real leader is not the so-called Rinnegan at all. As the owner of Mangekyo, you are also aware of it, right? Itachi didn't answer, but Orochimaru was right. Kisami's expression became extremely serious at this time. Orochimaru continued, I know your plan, Uchiha Itachi. However, this plan will encounter resistance, and that resistance is someone even more powerful than Rinnegan. Uchiha Itachi, if you want to pave the way for your brother, you must kill that person, otherwise even if Sasuke grows up, he will not be able to defeat that guy. Itachi said coldly, this has nothing to do with you. Itachi had his own plan for this matter. Orochimaru, however, showed a look that saw everything through. Itachi, you also know that there is a chance that your plan will fail. You don't want to see your brother killed by that guy and then gouge out his eyes, right? When it came to Sasuke, Itachi frowned, his eyes growing murderous. Seeing that Uchiha Itachi was about to explode, Orochimaru quickly said, Uchiha Itachi, I have a deal that has the best of both worlds. I wonder what you think. At this time, Kisame spoke. Hey, you two, talking about this in front of me, isn't it a bit too, Before he finished speaking, Kisame saw a blood moon. Then he lost consciousness. Orochimaru saw Itachi casting an illusion on Kisame, and he laughed happily. I have cleaned up all the guys around, now we can speak boldly. What kind of deal? Itachi went straight to the point. Orochimaru didn't waste any time. I can help you recover your body and bring your strength to its peak, provided I get some of your flesh and blood. Don't worry, I'm not using it to do anything evil, but to cultivate more perfect Uchiha clones. The third Chunin exam begins. Because Orochimaru gave up on Konoha's collapse plan. Fourth Kage Rasa is not dead. Rasa also lost contact with Orochimaru. Luo Sha asked Anbu to contact Baki and said that he gave up the plan. Rasa then went to Konoha to watch the Chunin exams. But there were some minor accidents at the scene. Screened by examiners. As a passer of the third Chunin exam. A bit more than the original. These people are standing at the venue for the Chunin exam. Although he is a ninja, he has no discipline at all. They all protested loudly. Why do we have to compete with this guy? Can't we just let him advance? That's right, a ninja of this level shouldn't take the Chunin exam. Konoha wants to kill us all. These words all point to one person. That was Naruto standing in the middle of the group. Not long ago, the blonde ninja hammered the tailed beast in front of them. Today, yet this guy stands with them and takes the Chunin exam. Don't play like this. When the examiner saw this situation, he didn't know what to do, so he could only turn to Sarutobi Hiruzen and Rasa for help. In the end, the two Kage levels unanimously decided to directly upgrade Naruto's level to Chunin. Naruto's systematic task of taking the Chunin exam has been completed, and this decision just saved him time. He couldn't be bothered to play ninja games with these guys anyway. After that, Naruto was hanging around the scene, waiting for the game to start and watching the excitement. But he was stopped by Anbu, who suddenly appeared, saying that Sarutobi Hiruzen and Rasa wanted to see Naruto. Naruto happened to have something to ask Sarutobi Hiruzen, so he followed him directly. After meeting two Kage level masters. Before Sarutobi Hiruzen and Rasa could ask questions, Naruto took the lead and asked Sarutobi Hiruzen, Third Hokage-sama, have you ever heard of Uzumaki Naruto? Chapter 71 First Generation Ninjutsu Scroll. There is no need for Sarutobi Hiruzen to hide this matter. He directly told the story of how he wanted to recruit Shang Phosphorus but failed. To put it simply, I was scared away by him. Naruto was speechless after hearing this, and complained to Sarutobi Hiruzen, Third Generation Sama, if you think about it from my perspective, do you think you dare to stay in Konoha? Sarutobi Hiruzen was stunned for a moment. Put yourself in someone else's shoes. This word seems to fit the will of fire very well. He took Uzumaki's perspective and thought about what he said in his mind. No wonder the other party was in a hurry to leave. As a child who was forced to leave his homeland because of the war. Shang Lian wandered in the ninja world with her mother since she was a child. After finally joining a small ninja village, I paid an extremely heavy price. What now? Come and take a Chunin exam. Invited by Konoha's Kage. Don't make any promises yet. Instead, he kept promising benefits. It's a place to live, and it's also a living expense. Anyone else would have felt that the other party was up to no good. Sarutobi Hiruzen's biggest mistake was not telling his true purpose. That's why Shang Phosphorus became suspicious. As a woman with blood, the great ninja village tried its best to recruit her. What purpose could it serve? She herself is not very powerful. What's the purpose? Anyone can think of it. Once you agree to stay, why don't you have 4 children in 3 years and take pregnancy leave every day? After Sarutobi Hiruzen figured it out, he took a puff of cigarette and started puffing away. He sighed. Oh, it's not enough for people to be dissatisfied. Kazekage Rasa saw that Sarutobi Hiruzen was a little embarrassed, so he changed the subject, as this Konoha's genius Jinchūriki. I have heard about you. On behalf of Sunagaku, I would like to thank you for sealing Shukaku. Naruto heard Rasa's words and looked towards him. This Kazekage was killed by Orochimaru in the original work. He is an old man with a square face and short brown hair. It is rumored that he can control placer gold, and has repeatedly suppressed Shukaku who was in a berserk state. Its strength should be able to enter the level of Chenying. After all, he is also the shadow of the 5 major villages. If he is weak, he will not be able to maintain his appearance. At this time, Rasa expressed her gratitude to Naruto, and Naruto said casually, I'm just trying to protect the people I want to protect. That's weird. It's just for system tasks and detecting ninjutsu. Otherwise, wouldn't it be more convenient for Naruto to just take Sasuke and the others away? Seeing that the topic was being avoided, Sarutobi Hiruzen said to Naruto, Little Naruto, after our decision, we will directly promote you to Chunin, so you don't have to participate in this competition. Yeah, Naruto hummed and didn't say much. This Sarutobi Hiruzen seems to be starting to cause trouble. The incident of Hiruzen leaving Konoha, Sarutobi Hiruzen gave Naruto the feeling that he was a disservice to his teammates. Sarutobi Hiruzen noticed that Naruto had some emotional problems, so he said to Naruto, Little Naruto, in view of your outstanding performance in the Chunin exam, the village has decided to give you a reward. What do you want? Oh, Naruto became interested immediately after hearing this, and asked directly, I want the first Hokage's ninjutsu scroll, is that okay? What? Sarutobi Hiruzen looked surprised when he heard this. Little Naruto, why do you want that? Master First Hokage's ninjutsu was indeed recorded on a certain scroll. But Senju Hashirama's ninjutsu is mostly related to senjutsu and wood style. Naruto doesn't have a summoning beast, so he can't practice senjutsu. Without wood style, it is impossible to practice wood style. Does he have it? Naruto didn't explain, but raised his hand, palm up. Kakaka. As the chakra condensed, small branches appeared in Naruto's palm. Sarutobi Hiruzen stood up excitedly after seeing it. As this? Wood style. Naruto actually knows wood style. How could it be possible? Was it developed by Naruto himself? But Sarutobi Hiruzen quickly put the question aside. He glanced at Rasa, who was also surprised beside him, and whispered to him, I hope Lord Kazekage will keep this matter a secret for Konoha. Is there no problem? Luo Sha nodded silently, with a glimmer of light in his eyes, not knowing what he was thinking. Sarutobi Hiruzen said to Naruto, Naruto, first Hokage-sama's ninjutsu scroll, if you want, that's also available. But there is a premise, that is, you need to hide your wood style ability for 3 years. Because wood style is too ostentatious, if you show wood style, others will be jealous. And in 3 years, with your talent Naruto, you will be able to learn Shodai's ninjutsu. Naruto didn't think about it at all and nodded directly. Okay, I agree, just hide it. Anyway, it's up to Naruto to hide it or not. Now let's get the scroll in hand. Sarutobi Hiruzen nodded with satisfaction seeing Naruto being so well behaved. He said in a deep voice, Kakashi. The next second, a one-eyed white-haired ninja appeared. Sarutobi Hiruzen told Kakashi, Kakashi, go to Anbu and tell the minister to make a copy of Master First Hokage's ninjutsu scroll, and then give the scroll to Naruto. Yes, Hokage-sama. Although Kakashi was confused, he didn't want to mess around and went straight to the task. Although Naruto was a little excited, he still stayed and watched the game. After all, this is not the original work. More people are participating in the competition than before. And Rasa is not dead, so Konoha's collapse plan is most likely gone. So this game can be completed. In order to prevent the pillar from encountering Gaara, it is hard to defeat it. To prevent Haruno Sakura from meeting anyone other than Ino. The most important thing is that his wife is still down there. Hinata's encounter with Neji was fine, but the worst she could do was get beaten up. If I encounter Gaara and no one comes to help, I'm afraid I'll just GG. So Naruto still needs to watch it. The game starts soon. The first one was beyond Naruto's expectations. Haruno Sakura versus Hinata. Among the competition venues, Haruno Sakura stared at Hinata with sharp eyes and said, although I may not be able to defeat you, the thought of you actually taking down Naruto first makes me angry. Then, Hinata faced her former classmates and said shyly, I'm sorry, Sakura-chan, I didn't mean to do it. It was clear that Hinata didn't mean to be sarcastic. But when this sentence fell into Haruno Sakura's ears, it turned out to be, humph, I'm just a humble loser. I did it on purpose. What can you do to me? Single quote exclamation mark. I have to say that Haruno Sakura was impulsive. She rushed towards Hinata seriously. Hinata looked at Haruno Sakura with a confused expression. 10 seconds later, Haruno Sakura was pushed to the ground by Hinata, and said with an unwilling face, damn it. I lost. Whether it's strength or development. They all lost completely. Haruno Sakura turned her head slightly, staring at Hinata's incredible development, her heart aching. Hateful. Why did they all grow so big? Chapter 72 is Luo Sha brain twitching. Naruto watching the battle from the high platform. Look at Haruno Sakura's performance. Naruto couldn't help but think. Did I neglect little Sakura a little too much? Naruto didn't pay attention to Haruno Sakura's fighting ability, so she was now easily manipulated by Hinata. If it were placed in the original work, although he will lose to Hinata, he won't be killed instantly. The first game ended quickly. Kankuro looked at Haruno Sakura coming down from the stage and shook his head slightly. As that person's teammate, his strength is not that good. Haruno Sakura heard it in her ears and felt pain in her heart. She knew she had been slacking off a bit lately. But I didn't expect the gap with Hinata to be so big. The second game begins quickly. Kankurov's Uchiha Sasuke. Because of the precedent of Haruno Sakura, Kankuro mistakenly believed that the Naruto team was useless except for Naruto. Under carelessness, Kankuro was seized by Sasuke at the beginning and won directly. The games are played one game at a time. It's coming to an end very quickly. Kakashi also left and returned, holding a scroll in his hand. He handed the scroll to Naruto and disappeared. Naruto got Senju Hashirama's ninjutsu scroll and was somewhat excited. In addition, now that his teammates are all finished playing, there is no need for Naruto to stay here. So, Naruto hid in the corner, spread out the scroll and watched it. Generally speaking, it is divided into several broad categories. Taijutsu, ninjutsu, genjutsu, senjutsu. The content here is very detailed. Contains all the ninjutsu used by Senju Hashirama. Naturally, wood style, the blood succession limit, is also among them. After getting the scroll, Naruto thought about starting to practice. After all, as the protagonist, he also has some talents in the original work. These wood styles, Naruto plans to learn on his own. It just happened that the Chunin exams were all over at this time. Except Naruto was more concerned. Naruto didn't watch any other games. There were also a lot of people missing on the field. Those who were still standing are winners. Then Sarutobi Hiruzen and Rasa announced the promotion list. The expressions of everyone who had been promoted to Chunin below were slightly relaxed. After all the hard work, isn't it just for the title of Chunin? After the end, Sarutobi Hiruzen suddenly coughed dryly and said again, "It just so happens that everyone is here today. I want to announce something now. The game is over, is there anything else to announce?" Everyone was a little confused, so they focused on Sarutobi Hiruzen on the stage. What was announced at this time must be something big. Sarutobi Hiruzen continued. This matter has been concealed for more than 10 years due to some special reasons. Now that the child has grown up, there is no need to hide it. Naruto, who was hiding in the corner, suddenly felt bad when he heard this. He put away the scroll, looked up at Sarutobi Hiruzen, and thought to himself, this old man must not cause trouble. But this was not what Naruto wanted. Sarutobi Hiruzen announced in front of everyone, the fourth Hokage of Konoha village sealed the Nine-Tails demon fox in a newborn child more than 10 years ago. And that child is the flesh and blood of the fourth Hokage. Hear this. Naruto looked constipated. Why? Why are you bringing up such a thing at this time? Sarutobi Hiruzen announced. The scene immediately became lively. Many of the people who came to watch the Chunin exam competition were civilians. They hated that child for more than 10 years and ostracized him for more than 10 years. But now, their beloved Hokage, the third Hokage, actually told the truth about that year in public? Turn out to be. Uzumaki Naruto is a descendant of the fourth Hokage? How can this be? Someone could be so cruel as to seal the tailed beast inside his newborn child. And it worked. But if you think about it carefully, you will find something unusual. Naruto's hair color is indeed the same as the fourth Hokage's. Naruto's surname is also the surname of the fourth Hokage's wife. Before, many people had begun to doubt Naruto's identity. But it was not recognized by the village, this time. The third Hokage said this himself. Everyone also confirmed what they were thinking. A wave of shame appeared in the hearts of the villagers, and a feeling of guilt rushed to their foreheads. Naruto in the corner had a look of despair. Almost instantly, he felt eyes from all around him. This made Naruto feel a little uncomfortable. An indescribable embarrassment emerged in Naruto's mind. Naruto frowned and turned to leave the Chunin exam site. He didn't like the feeling of being noticed, especially being noticed in this way. Originally, everyone's life is going well. Naruto was also quite satisfied with the peace in Konoha. But now you reveal my identity. Whenever I go out on the street to buy a pack of cigarettes, I meet a dozen strangers who greet me and say hello. No one would think this is the case. For someone who prefers peace and quiet, that would be a good thing, right? After Naruto left the scene, he went to a more remote part of the Death Forest. He is going to practice wood style. The Chunin exam site was already bustling with activity. The scene was buzzing with everyone discussing the big news, which was revealed by Sarutobi Hiruzen himself. On the high platform, Luo Sha's expression was a little confused. He looked at the Konoha villagers talking about Naruto and felt an indescribable feeling in his heart. Naruto, like Gaara, is a Jinchūriki and the son of a Kage. Naruto's identity was concealed and his life was miserable. Now that Sarutobi Hiruzen has announced Naruto's identity, it seems that the villagers have put aside their hatred for Naruto. I even felt very sorry for Naruto, and what about Gaara? There is no hiding his identity. As the son of Kage, he has the same Jinchūriki identity as Naruto. But Gaara is ostracized in the village. Is this difference a problem of the villagers? No, absolutely not. It should be something else. Maybe Gaara. Maybe Rasa herself. Sarutobi Hiruzen finished the announcement and felt a little relieved when he saw the reaction on the scene. A big stone that has been building for more than 10 years has finally fallen to the ground. Even if Sarutobi Hiruzen dies now, he will still have the slightest bit of face to meet the fourth generation. At this time, Sarutobi Hiruzen was not aware of the trouble his behavior caused to Naruto. Seeing the heated atmosphere at the scene, Luo Sha suddenly made a major decision. Luo Sha also stood up and coughed, attracting the attention of many people. That's the case, Kage, right? It is indeed Master Luo Sha. Sarutobi Hiruzen didn't know that Rasa was going to cause trouble, so he gave up his position to Rasa. Rasa took over the conversation and said directly, at the same time, considering the close relationship between Konoha and Sunagakure, now after discussions between Hokage and I, in order to improve the trading relationship and common development strategy between the two villages. In addition, Temari and Uzumaki Naruto are in love, so I hereby announce that San Shinobi will marry Konoha. Sarutobi Hiruzen's eyes widened instantly. He didn't understand what Luo Sha was doing. Marriage? Why didn't I know? What are you announcing to yourself? Haishi in the audience. What happened? Someone robbed my son-in-law? Hinata. Haruno Sakura. Damn it, when did this happen? Who is Temari? Is he a thief? Chapter 73. I object to this marriage. In public. Luo Sha announced this matter without authorization. Follow the normal process. It's just that Sarutobi Hiruzen is not easy to dismiss, and then cooperates with Rasa. But the key question is, Sarutobi Hiruzen knew Naruto's situation. Naruto is already engaged to the eldest daughter of the Hyuga family. Is it necessary for Naruto to stabilize the Hyuga clan in the village alone and win over Sunagakure outside the village? Looking at it this way, Naruto is really a treasure. So Sarutobi Hiruzen followed Rasa's words and said, well, that's it. After hearing this, Luo Sha raised the corners of her mouth slightly. Based on his knowledge of Sarutobi Hiruzen, Rasa already knew the outcome before he said this. And announcing the marriage has many benefits for Luo Sha. First of all, this time the Chunin exam Sunagakure plans to attack Konoha. And it has been planned for a long time, but Orochimaru disappeared midway, causing the plan to be interrupted. The situation was quite urgent, and the San Shinobi who came to hide in Konoha Shinobi had no time to notify them. Now that Rasa has announced this, it will send a message to those San Shinobi. This completely avoids the risk of some San Shinobi not receiving advance notice and taking action directly, causing adverse consequences. Secondly, Naruto is a genius. Conceal Shukaku and use wood style. Even the amount of chakra is incredible. Not to mention, Sarutobi Hiruzen just announced Naruto's identity. A son of 4th Hokage, a daughter of 4th Kazekage. This is a perfect match. With this, Rasa was able to win over Naruto. Even if Naruto grows up in the future, he will not take any strong measures against San Shinobi for the sake of Temari. Luo Sha thought of so many benefits in an instant, and would definitely announce it directly without discussing it with Sarutobi Hiruzen. This morally kidnaps Sarutobi Hiruzen, but it will not cause dissatisfaction with Sarutobi Hiruzen. After all, according to the rules of this world, the woman will change her surname after marriage. I just sent a princess here. And your purpose, Sarutobi Hiruzen, is to maintain the stability of the shinobi world. You have no reason to refuse and no reason to hate. The two Kage levels have a lot on their minds. Sarutobi Hiruzen kidnapped Naruto for moral reasons and revealed Naruto's identity. Rasa kidnapped Sarutobi Hiruzen for moral reasons and publicly announced things that had not been discussed. The two old foxes each have their own ideas, but the people below have very simple ideas. What's going on? Why did they suddenly get married? Temari himself looked confused. Kankuro suppressed his laughter and said to Temari, sister, can you understand how Gaara and I feel now? At first, Rasa forcefully makes Gaara a Jinchūriki. He also forcefully tested Gaara's seal. There was no discussion with Gaara at all. And Kankuro became the puppet master. Did he like it? No. He first became a puppet master under the arrangement of Luo Sha, and then he became interested in puppets on the way to becoming a puppet master. As a descendant of Kage, this kind of thing is inevitable. Temari had joked about this with Gaara and Kankuro before. Now it was Kankuro's turn to laugh at Temari. Temari's eyes trembled slightly, but she didn't react too violently. Instead, she smiled and greeted the people around her, saying that it was true. Right now, a loud voice came. I am against this marriage. Almost everyone's eyes were subconsciously focused on a certain place. That is, a little girl with pink hair. Temari shook her head slightly. Alas. I have nothing against you, so why are you anxious? Haishi glanced at Haruno Sakura with an approving expression. Hinata looked at Haruno Sakura with admiration. As expected of Haruno Sakura, she is so fierce. Known as the masculine girl in the entire ninja school. How dare you refute 2 Kage levels in front of everyone? So tough. Haruno Sakura looked annoyed and raised her hands. This is a scam. I can't decide who Naruto likes. But I don't allow anyone to force Naruto to like who he likes. I want to reveal the truth. The truth is that Naruto-kun and Temari didn't even, ow. She was about to tell the truth, but was stopped by Ino behind her. Ino raised her hand and slapped Haruno Sakura on the head. It hurts. Haruno Sakura squatted on the ground in pain. Ino stared at Haruno Sakura with beautiful eyes and cursed. What are you against? What are you against? There is a son of 4th Hokage and a daughter of 4th Kazekage. They are both talented and beautiful. They are in love with each other. Now this marriage is decided jointly by the two masters of shadows. How can it be the turn of an ugly monster like you to oppose it? Haruno Sakura raised her head, her eyes filled with silent shock. Ino, you don't like Naruto anymore? Ino kicked him over and whispered, Sakura, are you smart? Of course I like Naruto. Haruno Sakura suddenly cried. Then you hit me? Ino looked helpless. If I don't hit you, you will become a traitor. Sakura-chan, look around. Haruno Sakura reacted and looked around. She was suddenly frightened into a cold sweat. Good guy. The ninjas of Konoha and Sand Shinobi all looked at her with unkind expressions. As if to kill her. This is normal, because this is a public place. In their own hearts, they can hold slightly different opinions on Ying's decision-making. But he will never tolerate an unknown rotten fish standing up to oppose his own film. Because Shadow is the leader of the village. Rebut the decision made by the Shadow in public. Haruno Sakura's behavior shows contempt for the entire village. Ha. Ha ha ha, Haruno Sakura said awkwardly. I was joking, I was joking. Seeing that Haruno Sakura's mind finally returned to normal, Ino pulled her away from the Chunin examination site. Heishi glanced at Hinata. Hinata followed silently. Haruno Sakura, Ino, and Hinata left the Chunin exam site. As soon as Ino left the house, she cursed Haruno Sakura. Haruno Sakura also realizes her problem, but she doesn't think she is wrong. Of course, if she decided what she did was wrong, it wouldn't be Haruno Sakura. Haruno Sakura said stubbornly, Naruto-kun has never seen that guy at all. Ino raised her head and shook her head. I can't understand you, what should we do now? Of course I went to Naruto and told Naruto about this, Haruno Sakura said with a look of indignation. The old man from 3rd generation actually dared to sell Naruto. If Naruto knew about this, he might have his beard stripped off. Ino covered Haruno Sakura's mouth with a horrified look on her face. Little Sakura, can you stop speaking so unscrupulously? Why? Haruno Sakura asked curiously. Obviously what I said is the truth. Ino's lips twitched slightly. Stay away from me, don't let blood splash on me. Haruno Sakura. Chapter 74 I'm afraid of killing people. Hinata. Why are you here too? Haruno Sakura noticed Hinata's presence and asked. Hinata looked at Haruno Sakura's confident expression and felt a little guilty. She lowered her head and said, I just heard that you were looking for Naruto-kun. I think I can help. So the three of them started looking for Naruto. First, he went to Naruto's house but couldn't find anyone. In the end, Hinata used her Byakugan to find Naruto somewhere in the Forest of Death. The three came to the Forest of Death and soon found Naruto. Because of the ninjutsu battle between Naruto and Shukaku in the Death Forest, a large area has become an endless wasteland. So it's quite conspicuous. When Naruto saw these three people coming together, he knew something was wrong. He took Hinata's soft little hand and asked Haruno Sakura, what's wrong? You actually asked Hinata to help? Is there something wrong? Haruno Sakura immediately angrily told what happened before. Naruto frowned after hearing this. At this time Naruto had to admire these politicians. Sarutobi Hiruzen announces his identity. Taking advantage of the guilt of the villagers, he wanted to tie him to Konoha. Ross's forced marriage hides the traces of Konoha's collapse plan and strengthens ties with Konoha. These two old foxes, Haruno Sakura saw that Naruto seemed a little unhappy, so she asked Naruto. So Naruto, what should we do now? Naruto thought for a moment, and finally made up his mind. Practice some genin jutsu now, and live somewhere else after a while. Huh? Haruno Sakura's face was startled. Naruto? You want to leave Konoha? Naruto nodded calmly. Well, there's nothing we can do. Maybe my personality is a bit withdrawn. Those people ignored me and I lived my life, which was pretty good. After all, Konoha is the pinnacle ninja village in the ninja world. The prosperity here is definitely one of the best. But now that my identity has been revealed by the monkeys, and those people want to greet me, I won't adapt. Haruno Sakura tightened her lips after hearing Naruto's explanation, as if she had made up her mind. But Naruto patted her shoulder in advance and said to her, Sakura-chan, you stay. Haruno Sakura fell silent, standing in front of Naruto without saying a word. It's up to Naruto to understand her. Even if he didn't speak, he knew what he was going to say. Naruto warned Haruno Sakura. Sakura-chan, you're different from me. You must consider their feelings before making a decision. Besides, it will be good for your strength if you stay in Konoha. Although she wanted to follow Naruto, Haruno Sakura nodded obediently. However, Haruno Sakura still asked curiously, what will be the benefits? Naruto said to Haruno Sakura rather mysteriously, Little Sakura, if you meet a big girl in the village, you must become her teacher. Big? Haruno Sakura subconsciously looked down at her toes. Ah no, she could see the instep. Not right either. Haruno Sakura can even see the whole thing. Pa, Naruto slapped Haruno Sakura on the head. That's just a characteristic. Oh. Haruno Sakura clutched her head in frustration. Don't fight me anymore, or I will be even more stupid. Ino chuckled. Don't be discouraged, little Sakura. Being able to realize that you are a fool is already very powerful. Haruno Sakura became furious instantly. Ino pig, what did you say? Look at me. Oh, forget it, I can't beat you anyway. Naruto took the opportunity to say. That's what I mean. If you succeed in becoming a disciple, you can beat Ino. Haruno Sakura became interested when she heard this. Really? Can I really beat Ino? Naruto said confidently. Of course, but the premise of everything is that the apprenticeship is successful. I will now tell you the secret of apprenticeship. Remember, Haruno Sakura? Okay, I remember. After sending the 3 people away, Naruto continued to study ninjutsu. In such a short time, many trees had grown up around Naruto. It's just that compared to Hashirama's trees, these trees are much, much worse. At night, Naruto left the death forest. I originally thought about eating something casually, then going home to rest, and then continue practicing ninjutsu. But as soon as Naruto appeared, he was surrounded by a group of people asking questions. Naruto had a forced smile on his face, waving his hands and saying to them, Don't ask any more questions, how'd I know if what the 3rd Hokage said is true? I just want to have a meal now, please leave, thank you very much. But these people didn't let him go at all. Little Naruto, it was our fault before, please forgive us. Yes, we were blinded too. Damn that guy, he actually dares to spread rumors. If I catch him, I'm sure he won't get any good results. What did you say, Naruto-chan? His name is Shimura Danzo. Okay. Uncle remembers it. When Uncle sees him, he will definitely help you vent your anger. I never realized that little Naruto was so handsome. That's right. Have you eaten, little Naruto? Come to my house to eat, you're welcome. Yes, my wife's cooking is delicious, and my daughter is also very juicy. What? Not coming, little Naruto is going to a restaurant. Little Naruto, let me tell you, those restaurants are all trying their best to add ingredients just for taste. They are not healthy at all. Wait, little Naruto, why are you going? Alas, this kid is still too shy. As soon as Naruto squeezed out of the crowd and took 2 steps, he was surrounded by another group of villagers. Naruto took a deep breath. In his heart, he silently advanced his schedule to leave Konoha. At this moment, a shout came from outside the crowd. The group of people in front of me, get out of here. Anyone who doesn't get out after 3 seconds will be responsible for the consequences. The group of villagers looked back displeased after hearing this. They saw a female ninja holding a fan staring at them angrily. Don't wait for them to speak. The ninja shouted loudly. 3 seconds are up, wind style, flurry of air. Tolerate, ninjutsu? A strong wind was whipped up by Temari. These ordinary people who were not ninjas immediately felt difficulty breathing, and their whole bodies staggered uncontrollably. Fortunately, this is just a wind style used to interfere with vision and is not very powerful. Run. This guy is serious. Damn it, where did this kid come from? Go tell Ninja-sama. Temari snorted coldly. I am your Ninja-sama. Villager. Run. It didn't take long. The villagers fled in all directions. Only Temari and Naruto were left at the scene. Temari closed the fan and propped it on the ground, making a clanging sound. Naruto followed the fan's line of sight and saw 2 white calves. Temari asked Naruto. I said you guy is obviously very powerful and hates these guys, but why don't you take action? Naruto. I'm afraid of killing people. Temari, chapter 75 is it exactly 7? Temari's eyes suddenly dodged and asked Naruto. Did you hear about that? Yeah. Naruto nodded immediately. I just heard about it. Temari stared at Naruto seriously. Then what do you think? Naruto was silent for a moment and then said, I have a fiancé. What? Temari became excited. Then why would that guy make such a decision? Naruto complained. It's all politicians' tricks. Do they care whether we are willing or not? Although there was a little resistance in his heart, Temari still agreed very much with this sentence. This is true, I didn't ask other people's opinions at all, which is very annoying. Although Naruto is very handsome and fits Temari's aesthetic perfectly. But Temari is not like Haruno Sakura or Shang Phosphorus, who regards appearance and feelings as the most important things in life. For Temari, apart from her looks, she still prefers a more stable personality. Because that kind of personality will increase the survival probability of a ninja. This will avoid some pain to the greatest extent. Seeing Temari deep in thought, Naruto asked her, then what do you think? Temari sighed softly. I don't know, this is my father's decision and it has been finalized, it is almost impossible to change it. Naruto nodded. Well, I understand, if I have the chance, I will tell the 3rd generation about it. What? Temari was slightly startled. Wait a minute, don't be so impulsive. Naruto looked at Temari in confusion. Huh? Is this called impulsive? Temari's voice became louder, as if to give herself some confidence, of course. As a ninja, he was willing to contradict Kage's decision at every turn. Isn't this called impulse? Perhaps the difference in perspective between the two resulted in this ideological gap. Temari cast her gaze to the ground aside, a trace of redness appeared on her cheeks, and she said with some trepidation. I think we can give it a try? Naruto raised his hand and touched his chin, staring at her with interest. Aren't you quite a tomboy? Why do you have such a side? Wah. What? Tamari suddenly felt offended. Even a female man would be a little shy at a time like this. You really don't know how to make girls happy. Regarding Temari's statement, Naruto agreed. You are right, because girls usually coax me. Tamari. The first meeting between two people who have never gotten along before is somewhat awkward. This gave Naruto the feeling of being arranged to go on a blind date in his previous life. Finally, the two of them entered the Ichiraku ramen restaurant together. After a chorus served the ramen, he pinched Naruto's cheek and said, Has Naruto changed his girlfriend again? Naruto. Tamari. Naruto's brows jumped. Sister Calamus, don't slander me. A chorus covered his mouth and snickered. Oh right, I forgot, little Naruto, you have a fiancé, and those girls who are following you are just your fans. It's a pity that I have work and can't get away. After saying that, Calamus turned and left. Tamari looked shocked. Wait, what did you say? What do you mean? Naruto calmly said to Tamari. Calm down, although it is a bit boastful, but I am very popular among girls in Konoha. Tamari gritted her silver teeth and said, I saw it the first time I saw you. The meal was not pleasant, because there was always someone saying hello to Naruto. And Naruto was too tired to cope. Coming out of Ichiraku ramen, Tamari saw Naruto frowning slightly and asked him, How are you doing? Do you want to come to our San Shinobi? Naruto looked at Tamari in surprise. What? Tamari smiled. You heard it right, I am inviting you to visit Sanagakure, or stay for a few days. Don't you really hate this kind of life being disturbed by others? If you can get Naruto to San Shinobi, then find a way to keep him. By then, Naruto and his fiancé would not be able to meet each other. Naruto's licking dogs were too far away to lick Naruto. After getting along with each other for half a day, Tamari also realized that Naruto was not an impulsive person. Because Naruto doesn't get angry over trivial things and is always kind to others. And the way he behaves gives Tamari an adult feel. Isn't this stability? Plus there's another handsome blonde guy. If only Naruto could be invited to Sanagakure and stay. Not only can it fulfill Luo Sha's wish, but it can also help the village share its worries. It can still belong to Tamari alone, isn't it beautiful? Naruto thought for a moment and nodded to Tamari. Okay. Tamari immediately became excited upon hearing this. Okay, let's set off now. No rush. Naruto shook his head. I still have some things to deal with in Konoha. This is true. Don't look at it, Naruto doesn't have many friends in Konoha. But the situation of these friends is more special. So Naruto still needs to deal with it. Tamari hummed and asked Naruto in a low voice. It's so dark, can you take me back to the hotel first? Naruto. Of course. Konoha village, outside the hotel responsible for housing Sanagakure. Two figures stood there. Tamari asked Naruto. Naruto, tell the truth, how many girlfriends do you have in Konoha? Naruto said seriously, there is really only one. Tamari felt relieved after hearing this, but at this critical moment. Kurama suddenly said, he is lying. According to my observation, this boy has at least 7 or 8 girlfriends. Tamari was slightly startled by this sudden sound. Then she realized that this might be the tailed beast inside Naruto talking. Naruto's face trembled slightly, and he immediately retorted to Kurama, Smelly fox, don't slander me. Kurama snorted coldly. Then let's count them, shall we? That fiancé of yours is considered one. That pink-haired teammate who keeps clinging to you counts as one, right? That's 3 of your pink-haired teammates' blonde friends, right? That red-haired brat you hero saved, 4 of them. That little rich woman you went to take pictures for a little money, 5 of them. That daughter of the Ichiraku ramen owner, 6. The one who said not long ago that his daughter is very charming, 7. There are others. I won't count them for you. Count them. Are they exactly 7? Tamari was confused when she heard Kurama's words. Naruto said to Kurama with a black line on his face. Shaoju, don't cause trouble, I'll tell you. Do those people count? I have never had any wrong thoughts. Kurama smiled evilly. He. The main reason is that I haven't seen your expression of breaking through the defense yet. Naruto. Chapter 76 Haruno Sakura. Great, after Tamari figured it out, he couldn't help but complain. You two have such a good relationship. Can communicate with tailed beasts like friends. I have never heard of such a thing. Naruto said that this was all trivial, as long as he sincerely made friends with the tailed beast. The Chunin exam is over. Everyone's life is back on track. The other ninjas from the ninja village left Konoha. But Tamari stayed for now. Naruto's 7th class hasn't been on a mission for a long time. Naruto ignored Sarutobi Hiruzen's request. He wanted to find someone in Konoha. Just like that, a few days passed. Naruto finally led Team 7 to find an old man with white hair outside a certain bathhouse. Sasuke looked at Jiraiya with disgust and asked Naruto. Naruto, is this what you said? Is it suitable for me to be my master? This is too dirty. Who is it? Jiraiya realized that she had been discovered and immediately stayed away from the women's bathhouse. He saw Naruto's class 7 and was immediately interested. Jiraiya bit his finger on the spot, summoned a toad, and then danced and said, This is the Toad Sage of Mount Myoboku, one of the legendary Sannin. Jiraiya. Yes. Sasuke's expression became even stiffer. Naruto, I refuse. Naruto patted Sasuke on the shoulder. Zu, you can't judge a book by its cover, this old pervert is very strong. Sasuke frowned and stared at Jiraiya suspiciously. How strong is he? How strong is it? Seeing that these brats ignored him, Jiraiya directly interjected. I am one of the legendary Sannin. But, Sasuke, Haruno Sakura's expressions remained calm. Jiraiya. Are the psychological quality of today's children so high? Naruto reminded Sasuke. One of the Sannin is a guy with the same name as Orochimaru. Sasuke complained. Oh, that's it. Haruno Sakura. It feels okay, not so weak. Jiraiya. Naruto saw Jiraiya's shocked expression and walked over. He pointed at Sasuke and said to Jiraiya. Master Jiraiya, he is the son of the prophecy you are looking for. His name is Uchiha Pillar. Bah, sorry, I'm used to it. His name is Uchiha Sasuke. Child of prophecy. When Jiraiya heard this, his expression suddenly became serious, and he looked Sasuke up and down. Then, Jiraiya shook his head slightly, unlikely. Toad Sage said that the children of prophecy are special. Jiraiya didn't see anything special about Sasuke. And, you little brat, why do you know about the son of prophecy? Jiraiya stared at Naruto, trying to put pressure on Naruto so that Naruto could tell the truth. But under Jiraiya's pressure, Naruto's expression remained calm. Jiraiya-sama, don't underestimate Zuzi. He is an orphan of the Uchiha clan. He has a Sharingan and is a genius. Having a blood feud, having a mission to live, and being emotionally unstable isn't as special? After listening to Naruto's story, Jiraiya looked at Sasuke again. I still think he is a bit mediocre. Mediocre? Sasuke became displeased. You old man, do you want to see Uchiha's power? Jiraiya burst out laughing. I want to see it. So Jiraiya and Sasuke started fighting in the street. The results are also obvious. Sasuke's genjutsu was useless against Jiraiya, who easily controlled Sasuke. But Sasuke was still unconvinced and stared at Jiraiya with stubborn eyes. Even if you can defeat me now, you will definitely not be able to defeat me in the future, and you will definitely not be able to defeat Naruto now. Naruto? Jiraiya let go of Sasuke and turned his attention to Naruto. This guy feels quite special, kind of like children of prophecy. Naruto spread his hands helplessly. Okay, why do you think Zuzi is not the child of prophecy? Jiraiya said, there's something missing from him. I know, Naruto said casually, walking towards Sasuke. Naruto pressed his hand on his abdomen and pulled out a ball of red chakra from his abdomen. This ball of red chakra condensed and formed in midair and finally turned into the shape of a fox. Hey, 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 Naruto pinched the back of Destiny's neck as Nine Tails raised his forepaws and shouted, you brat, what are you going to do? I don't have chakra for you anymore. Naruto didn't reply and directly used 8-sign seal to seal the little Nine Tails in Sasuke's body. Sasuke was in pain and half knelt on the ground, looking at his abdomen with a ferocious expression. There is already an additional sealing technique. And there was a burning feeling in his abdomen, after sealing the little Nine Tails in Sasuke's body. Naruto looked at Jiraiya and pointed at Sasuke with his hands spread out. Jiraiya took a deep breath. This scene is a bit too weird for Jiraiya. A little devil. He was actually able to pull the tailed beast out of his body with his bare hands. Then it is conveniently sealed in someone else's body. And the movements are smooth, without any difficulty at all. This Naruto must be the child of prophecy, Jiraiya said to Naruto with a serious expression. Uzumaki Naruto, are you willing to become my disciple? Naruto immediately responded. I don't want to, because Zuzi is the disciple you want to accept. Jiraiya frowned. Really? Naruto nodded seriously. Yes, Master Jiraiya, please give this guy serious guidance, because he will have the power to change the entire ninja world in the future. You little brat, what do you know? Jiraiya raised his big hand and grabbed Naruto. But Naruto easily dodged it. Kid, don't go. Jiraiya chased Naruto. But Naruto pulled Haruno Sakura and actually took off on the spot and disappeared into the sky. Jiraiya was shocked beyond words. He was silent for a while, and finally turned his gaze to Sasuke, who was half kneeling on the ground. The other side. Naruto and Haruno Sakura stayed away from Jiraiya. Little Sakura, come to me after you become a disciple and learn the seal of the 100 heroes. By then, you will be able to suppress the small Nine Tails. Naruto ordered to Haruno Sakura. Haruno Sakura kept nodding, feeling a little nervous at the same time. She asked Naruto, Naruto, are you leaving? Yeah. Naruto didn't hide anything, I'll leave tonight. Haruno Sakura pursed her lips, grabbed Naruto's arm with both hands and refused to let go. For so long, Haruno Sakura has been rejected by Naruto countless times. Haruno Sakura was unwilling to give up and was about to break up. She made a bold decision. Naruto, can you grant me a request before you leave? Haruno Sakura said sadly. Naruto knew Haruno Sakura's character well, so he said cautiously, it depends on what your request is. Haruno Sakura was very nervous, but she still pretended to be calm and said, I want you to kiss me. Naruto chuckled. No, Haruno Sakura suddenly cheered with a smile. Okay, Naruto doesn't dare to kiss me, which means Naruto still likes me. Naruto. Chapter 77 Lil Sakura, why are you still learning from Hinata? What is this sister thinking? Naruto had a headache. He patted Haruno Sakura on the shoulder and said to her, "Little Sakura, some things cannot be forced. And we are still too young now, what kind of words do we talk about when we talk about love? If you are willing, maybe 6 years later, when you are older, we can talk about it." Big in every sense of the word. To be honest, I have been haunted by Haruno Sakura for the past few years. Naruto didn't get used to it at first, but over time, Naruto got used to Haruno Sakura's presence. Finally, Naruto discovered that Haruno Sakura was not bad either. And he also completely abandoned some of the prejudices against Haruno Sakura that were influenced by the original work. In addition, humans are inherently cheap creatures. Both Naruto and Haruno Sakura, the less you can get, the more you cherish. Naruto, the more people come to your door, the less welcome they are. But, if one day Haruno Sakura suddenly turns around and licks someone else, there will still be some subtle changes in Naruto's heart. Really? When Haruno Sakura heard that there was something going on, excitement flashed in her clear eyes. "Naruto, are you sure you didn't lie to me?" Naruto raised his hand, ran his fingertips across the other person's tender face, and rubbed the soft hair. He said seriously, "When did I lie to you, Naruto?" Haruno Sakura's heartbeat quickened. A blush quickly appeared on her face, and her whole body heated up quickly like a furnace. Ooh, Naruto. In the end, Haruno Sakura closed her eyes and fainted in public. Naruto was shocked. "What's going on, WTF? Sister, you are Haruno Sakura. Why still learn Hinata? Is this wrong? Hey, those people, don't look at me like that. I didn't do anything." She fainted on her own. Naruto never expected that Haruno Sakura could play Hinata's style. Out of necessity, Naruto had no choice but to hold her and send her home. Then Haruno Sakura's parents explained the situation with a strange look in their eyes with a hint of scrutiny. After understanding this, Haruno Sakura's parents enthusiastically stayed Naruto at home for dinner. After all, as parents, they are more concerned about their daughter's emotional status. Now I know that the person my daughter likes is actually the 4th Hokage's son, and he even succeeded. This is a beautiful thing. Although Naruto has his own schedule, these two are his future father-in-law and mother-in-law after all. If you refuse the first time, you would be a bit too ignorant. During this time Haruno Sakura also woke up. A family of 4 sat together to eat. It looks very cozy. After meal, Naruto and Haruno Sakura helped finish the dishes. Naruto said goodbye to Haruno Sakura. "I'm leaving first," Naruto said to Haruno Sakura. "Don't forget what I told you." Haruno Sakura nodded shyly. "I know, Naruto-kun." Looking at Naruto's back, Haruno Sakura felt sweet in her heart. So many years of hard work finally paid off, and she can also mock Ino openly. It was getting late after Naruto left Haruno Sakura's house. After all, it was the first time to meet the parents, and the two parties chatted for a long time. The original schedule was not over yet, so Naruto had to go home to rest first, and his departure from the village could only be postponed. As he was about to go on a long journey, Naruto decided to use a simulator to get a traveling skill. That's the Flying Thunder God technique. Familiar friends are familiar with it. All friends who know it. Flying Thunder God technique, apart from Sharingan, is the best pretentious skill in the original work. It is also the most practical and has a great improvement in combat effectiveness. It is also a rare super SSS in the ninja world and an excellent auxiliary system body flicker technique. But it's a pity. Flying Thunder God technique is extremely difficult to learn. Not only do ninjas who need to learn have the talent for time and space ninjutsu, it also requires a lot of effort and practice. Simply learning it is not enough, you also need to be able to use it skillfully. This also makes the ninjas who use the Flying Thunder God technique in the ninja world all extremely powerful beings. And Naruto now has 10 simulations left. Without further ado, Naruto started the simulation immediately after taking a shower. System, start simulation. Ding, host consumes the simulation opportunity and starts creating the character. Close black lens bracket. Open black lens bracket, close black lens bracket. After a while, Naruto finally finished creating the character. But unfortunately, the character simulated this time is not very talented, so the chance of learning the Flying Thunder God technique is very slim. Surname, Shanshan talent, Yamanaka Haiichi health, everyday. IQ, Uchiha Sasuke character, Uzumaki Kushina interpersonal relationships, Momochi Zabuza. Appearance, Uzumaki Naruto hobbies, Shaoli specialties, Yakushi Kabuto close black lens bracket. System evaluation. You are a civilian, you have good talent. You are in good health, you have a passing IQ, you have a bad temper. You have almost no friends, you look very squeamish, as if you were made up using transformation technique. You like taijutsu, your specialty is clearing the clouds and seeing the sun. This attribute was mediocre, and Naruto himself was not very satisfied with it. Maybe it's because he didn't burn incense, then extract the simulation time and location. The time is after the Nine Tails Rebellion, and the location is of course Konoha. After all, it was after the Nine Tails Rebellion. The simulation begins. Naruto grew up according to the normal process. This character is a girl and pretty. There were many people pursuing it at the beginning. But because of his personality, he lost many friends. Although he has little physical skills, but he was hacked to death during the Konoha collapse plan in the Chunin examination. And his whole life has been unremarkable. Open black lens bracket, you are dead, close black lens bracket. Simulation ends. Close black lens bracket, simulation evaluation. The life of an ordinary ninja, close black lens bracket. System rating. 2, reward, level 2 physical enhancement. Get reward selection card. Shanshan, Naruto felt his body strengthen and felt troubled. What is the use of this selection card? Combat experience. Useless. After all, Naruto's combat experience came from a very powerful simulated character. Not to mention physique and bloodline. Ninjutsu? There aren't many roles like this. Physical skills? Not good either. Ding, it has been detected that the host has difficulty selecting, and the selection card recycling function has been enabled. Close black lens bracket. Selection card recycling function. Useless selection cards can be recycled in exchange for physical enhancement of the corresponding level. Close black lens bracket. Is the system so user-friendly? Naruto was a little surprised. It seemed that there were still some things in the system that he hadn't figured out yet. System. Transformed into physical enhancement. Ding. Host consumes the selection card, Shanshan, and successfully redeems the level 2 physical enhancement. Close black lens bracket. Naruto was relieved as his physique improved again. Before the second simulation, Naruto found the remaining incense in his home and lit it. Buddha bless, God bless, Otsutsuki bless, done. Naruto sat down on the bed. System, start the simulation questions. Ding, host consumes the simulation opportunity and starts creating the character. Close black lens bracket. Character surnames drawn. Shanshan, Nara. Uzumaki, Chapter 78 Flying Thunder God Technique before leaving. Tisk, here comes another Uzumaki, it seems quite useful. Naruto muttered to himself as he continued to extract simulated attributes. After the extraction is completed, the simulation begins. This time the simulated character has talent and blood. Living a pretty good life in this Hokage world, it's a pity that this character was finally captured and used as a Jinchūriki. And it's Nine Tails Jinchūriki again. Simulation ends. Close black lens bracket. System rating. 4, reward, level 4 physical enhancement. Open black lens bracket, get bonus selection card. Uzumaki close black lens bracket, Naruto felt helpless. Choose Nine Tails. Third simulation. Simulation ends. Close black lens bracket, system rating. 3. Reward. Level 3 physical enhancement. Open black lens bracket, get reward selection card. Senju close black lens bracket. Naruto. Choose Nine Tails. The fourth simulation. The fifth simulation. The fifth simulation is completed. Naruto was completely stunned. What's going on? Is it the fate of the Senju and Uzumaki clan to become Jinchūriki? Naruto looked at the 4 furious Nine Tails cards in his backpack and fell into deep thought. Because of these simulations, Naruto had good luck. But it's a pity, whether it is the Uzumaki clan or the Senju clan. Although the character templates are good, the simulation is not reality after all. The characters in the simulation don't know how to be polite. In the end, he was captured by Konoha and used as Jinchūriki's life. This is too miserable. I just want a flying thunder god, why is it so difficult? Naruto wanted to cry without tears, he still doesn't believe it. Anyway, it's not a big loss to get the Nine Tails card. Keep simulating. Ding, host consumes the simulation opportunity and starts creating the character. Close black lens bracket. Character surnames have been drawn. Shanshan, Nara. Uzumaki, Senju. Isn't it? Are the two S's combined into one attribute again? Naruto shook his head slightly, but as the last name came out, Naruto's eyes lit up. Open black lens bracket, Namikaze close black lens bracket. At this moment, Naruto was excited. He had never been excited by a commoner's last name. This is the first time. System, lock Namikaze. For the subsequent attributes, Naruto chose directly according to Minato's template. Naruto will choose whoever is closest to Minato. The time and place are exactly the same as when Namikaze Minato was born. In addition, Namikaze is a rather biased surname. It would be great if I could be directly reincarnated as Namikaze Minato. Naruto muttered to himself and couldn't help but light another incense stick. Let's start the simulation. You must be born as Namikaze Minato. Open black lens bracket, start simulation. Close black lens bracket, you were born in Konoha Hospital and your father named you Namikaze Minato. Close black lens bracket. Naruto was overjoyed. It's stable. Subsequently, Naruto began to choose the branch of simulation according to the deeds of Namikaze Minato. As expected, I made many friends during my school days. That also includes Uzumaki Kushina, also saved Kushina from Cloud Shinobi. After graduation, he became Jiraiya's disciple and participated in the Great Ninja War. Learned the Flying Thunder God technique. Encountering the Tailed Beast, the Rasengan was developed based on the Tailed Beast bomb. On the night of 9 Tails, he sacrificed himself and split 9 Tails in 2. The Yang attribute is sealed in his son's body, and the Yin attribute is sealed in his own body. Then the Fourth Ninja World War was brought out by Impure World Reincarnation, which became a major force in the ninja world against Uchiha Madara. Open black lens bracket, you are dead. Close black lens bracket, simulation ends. Close black lens bracket, simulated evaluation. Rising commoner, although you have no bloodline limit and were not born into a wealthy family, you have become the 4th Hokage of Konoha village through perseverance and hard work, and have become a hero-like figure, a rare strong person among civilians. Close black lens bracket. System rating. 7. Reward, level 7 physical enhancement. Open black lens bracket, get reward selection card. Namikaze close black lens bracket, the simulation ends. Naruto asked the system in his mind. System, if I choose ninjutsu, will I learn the Flying Thunder God technique? Ding, Flying Thunder God technique is included in the ninjutsu options. Close black lens bracket. Okay, I'll choose ninjutsu. Ding, host selected successfully and learned the ninjutsu. Rasengan, Taichi Rasengan, Flying Thunder God technique, Flying Thunder God second stage, Spiral Flash Super Round Dance Roar third stage, Flying Thunder God Guide Mine, Flying Thunder God Mutual Spin technique, Shuriken Shadow Clone technique. Tisk, these names. Naruto complained as he finished absorbing the memories of the ninjutsu in his mind. Naruto then looked at his attributes panel. Open black lens bracket host, Uzumaki Naruto. Traits. Uzumaki, Senju Bloodline, Ashura Reincarnation, 9 Tails Jinchūriki. Techniques. Sealing Technique, Flying Thunder God Series, Rasengan Series, Big Spiral U. Combat Power. 146,666 plus 168,888 Backpack. 16.593 billion Silver Tails, 9 Tails Rage X4. Number of simulations. 4 task. None. Seeing the combat power of nearly 2.5 Kurama, Naruto instantly became energetic. System, issue combat effectiveness standards again. Ding, Quasi-Shadow Combat Power, 8,000 Weak Shadow, 12,000. Shadow, 20,000 Strong Shadow, 50,000 Super Shadow, 120,000. 6 paths. 500,000 close black lens bracket. The current Naruto is completely Super Cage level. Plus 2.5 Kurama in the body. The fighting ability should be a little stronger than Jackie-chan Kabuto. But it is slightly inferior to the level of Uchiha Madara and Senju Hashirama. Although Naruto and Kurama's combat power seems to have increased by more than 30W. But in fact, combat effectiveness cannot be added. The attribute panel only shows Kurama's combat power. 2 characters with a combat power of 100,000 cannot defeat a character with a combat power of 200,000. It's like, if human combat effectiveness is 100. The combat effectiveness of ants is 0.1, then 1,000 ants are equal to humans. But you can't say that 1,000 ants can kill a person. If a fight breaks out, the ants will suffer heavy losses if humans attack them in 2s and 2s. After getting the ninjutsu he wanted, Naruto ended the simulation. There are still 4 simulation opportunities though. But Naruto intended to save these opportunities for later use. After all, Naruto's fighting power is completely sufficient now. At least he could roam the ninja world without any accidents. Naruto did not rest immediately, he left the hut on the spot and began to move back and forth in Konoha. Don't ask why. This is different from the concept of a dog peeing enclosure. Naruto just wanted to leave the Flying Thunder God mark everywhere so that it would be easier for him to travel or do things. This is definitely something that everyone who has learned the Flying Thunder God technique has done. Because Naruto learned the Flying Thunder God technique and was very sensitive to the mark of the Flying Thunder God technique. He found 2 Flying Thunder God marks on Konoha Rock. On the statue of Senju Tobirama is the mark of Senju Tobirama. On the statue of Namikaze Minato is the mark of Namikaze Minato. It's a pity that Naruto is not Hokage and there is no statue. Otherwise Naruto wouldn't mind participating in this conversation that spanned decades. It was already late at night after his Flying Thunder God technique was spread all over Konoha and around Konoha. Naruto returned to the hut and began to rest, and tomorrow. It was the day he left Konoha. Chapter 79 Sasuke, I love Konoha. Early the next morning, inside the Hokage office. As soon as Sarutobi Hiruzen went to work, he called Yamato over. Yamato is the only ninja who knows wood style besides Senju Hashirama and Naruto. An uncle with dull eyes pushed open the office door and said to Sarutobi Hiruzen, Hokage-sama, I'm here. Sarutobi Hiruzen asked Yamato, Tenzo, you should know about the Chunin exam, right? Yamato nodded seriously. Well, although there was a slight problem during the process, the loss was not big. That's true. Sarutobi Hiruzen said to Yamato. The battle between Sanagakure's tailed beast and little Naruto directly changed the terrain of the Death Forest. Tianzing, do you know why I asked you to come? Yamato's mouth twitched and he said helplessly, to maintain the ecological environment? Sarutobi Hiruzen nodded with satisfaction. Thank you for your hard work, Tenzo. Yamato. It's not hard, Hokage-sama, subsequently. Yamato set off. It's just that a small change occurred in his heart. Senju Hashirama's wood style is terrifying, but his wood style can only be used for greening. This makes Yamato himself a bit pessimistic, but when he came to the Forest of Death, he was a little confused. Yamato looked at the dense jungle and raised his hand helplessly to scratch his head. It should be right here. Why did so many trees grow overnight? No. This is a trace of wood style. After learning this news, Yamato hurried back to tell the third Hokage what had happened. Sarutobi Hiruzen was also shocked after hearing this, and thought to himself, how long has it been since Naruto got Shodai's ninjutsu scroll? Did you learn Shodai's wood style so easily? This is a powerful wood style that Yamato studied for a long time before imitating a shadow. It can be inferred from Yamato's description. Although the wood style released by Naruto is not as good as Shodai's wood style, it is much stronger than Yamato's wood style. Sarutobi Hiruzen suddenly looked serious and told Yamato, Tenzo, if anyone asks, just say that is your wood style, do you understand? This. Yamato noticed something keenly and then nodded. Seeing that Yamato remembered, Sarutobi Hiruzen let him leave first. Yamato left not long ago. Jiraiya came into the office. Behind him was a young man with a bruised nose and swollen face. Take a closer look. Yo-ho, isn't this Sasuke? Sarutobi Hiruzen was slightly surprised to see Jiraiya. Jiraiya, are you back? Well, Jiraiya asked Sarutobi Hiruzen directly. I want to ask, what is Uzumaki Naruto's strength like now? Sarutobi Hiruzen took a puff of cigarette and said in a deep tone, very strong, much stronger than I was 30 years ago. Jiraiya showed a clear expression after hearing this. Sure enough, no wonder he refused to become my disciple and gave this guy to me. After saying that, Jiraiya looked at Sasuke who looked unconvinced. Sarutobi Hiruzen doesn't really care about this. Outsiders call Sasuke a genius, but Sarutobi Hiruzen doesn't think so. In Sarutobi Hiruzen's opinion, Sasuke's existence is just to give some real Uchiha genius peace of mind. Now Jiraiya has finally returned to Konoha. Sarutobi Hiruzen immediately talked to Jiraiya about what he had always wanted. Jiraiya, you also know that I am older. Teacher. Jiraiya interrupted directly, but you also know that my personality is not suitable for being a Hokage. Sarutobi Hiruzen showed a hint of fatigue in his eyes after hearing this. Jiraiya felt a little distress when he saw this and then said, I can ask Tsunade, that guy should come back. After all, Tsunade's grandfather is Senju Hashirama, one of the founders of this village. Sarutobi Hiruzen felt relieved. As expected of his apprentice, he still cares about him a little bit. I don't know how old my old bones will be, if it weren't for Danzo being too powerful and having no successors. Sarutobi Hiruzen has long wanted to abdicate. Jiraiya spoke again. However, I want to take the guy who uses wood style with me. Sarutobi Hiruzen was slightly startled. You already know? Jiraiya hummed and said in a deep voice. Wood style is very powerful, but he is still too young and needs correct guidance. Sarutobi Hiruzen. The right guide? Maybe it's too late. Although Naruto is not very old now, but his performance, acting style, and mentality are no different from those of adults. But since Jiraiya wants to work hard, let him work hard. Although Jiraiya is not young anymore, but in Sarutobi Hiruzen's view, Jiraiya is also a child. On the street, Jiraiya walked in front, Sasuke followed. Young man, don't be unconvinced. You are still too bad now, Jiraiya said bluntly. It is impossible for you to defeat that guy. Unless you can truly learn to harness the power of Nine Tails and Sharingan. Although Sasuke was not convinced, he also knew that what Jiraiya said was true. He asked Jiraiya, what can you teach me? This is the most important thing. Become a disciple. You have to learn something. Otherwise, why should I worship you as my teacher? Jiraiya chuckled. My ninjutsu is not suitable for you, all you need is some knowledge. Sasuke frowned. What? Jiraiya asked Sasuke. Do you know the Senju clan? I know. Sasuke recalled the history of the ninja clan that he heard about when he was a child. That was the old enemy of the Uchiha clan and one of the founding ninja clans in Konoha. Jiraiya continued to ask. Compared to first generation, Nidame is not a dove. Even if Uchiha and Senju unite, he will never fully trust the Uchiha family. Nidame specialized in studying the Uchiha clan and wrote down the knowledge to fight against the Uchiha clan. Sasuke's pupils shrank slightly after hearing this, and he thought to himself. It turns out that Hokage is not completely bathed in sunlight. Seeing Sasuke's surprise, Jiraiya continued. The knowledge contains almost all the strengths and weaknesses of all the strong men of the Uchiha clan, as well as some secrets of Sharingan. He who knows you better than you know yourself is always your enemy. Nidame's manuscripts are now all sealed in secret places in Konoha. Sasuke's breathing quickened when he heard this. Second Hokage, Senju Tobirama. In the history of the Uchiha clan, he is known as the most bizarre enemy. Because Senju Tobirama seems to know everything about the Uchiha clan. If I could get the manuscript written by Senju Tobirama when he was studying the Uchiha clan. By then, Sasuke will not only be able to learn more about Sharingan from the manuscript, but he will also be able to try to fill in the weaknesses of the seniors of the Uchiha clan. Jiraiya looked at Sasuke seriously. But you need to pass the third Hokage to get that manuscript. Sasuke. Jiraiya doesn't want to waste time on people with questionable ideas. Even if this person was recommended by Minato's son. Because Minato's son also needs guidance, so the people recommended by Naruto probably won't be anywhere near as good. Jiraiya said to Sasuke Akira, if you can get the manuscript about Uchiha recorded by Nidame, I will officially accept you as my disciple. Afterwards, Jiraiya sped away. Sasuke, on the other hand, stood there in a daze. After a while, Sasuke faced the Hokage building and rehearsed in his heart. I love Konoha. Chapter 80 irritated Shukaku. Wait for Jiraiya to arrive at Naruto's residence. only to find that there was no one at Naruto's house. This gave Jiraiya an inexplicable feeling that something was wrong. The other side, Naruto and Temari were almost at Sunagakure. At this moment, Naruto truly felt the joy of the Flying Thunder God. But Temari in his arms was a little confused. This was the first time for Temari to be held so intimately in a boy's arms. In her opinion, she and Naruto were only at the beginning stage. After a while, Temari couldn't calm down. She asked Naruto, "Can you use Flying Thunder God only if you hold him?" At this time Temari was being held in a princess hug by Naruto. The left hand is around the waist, and the right hand is on the thigh to tighten. Under the pressure of the palm of your hand, the tender and smooth skin of your thighs dented slightly. Naruto didn't expect it to feel so good. Hearing Temari's complaint, Naruto said hummingly, "Yeah, I'm just a novice now, and I'm not sure where the Flying Thunder God Kunai will land, so I can only hold it in order to avoid making mistakes." Temari lowered her head, feeling Naruto's body heat, and felt increasingly nervous. Hateful. If you take advantage, take advantage. Where can I find such a suitable reason? Fortunately, Flying Thunder God was on his way very quickly. It didn't take long. Naruto then crossed the river country and a desert and arrived at the entrance of Sunagakure village. When they got home, Naruto had no reason to hold his wife in his arms anymore. He put Temari down, looked at the desolate place around him, and said, "Your place is a bit remote." "Ah no. I mean your Sand Shinobi's willpower is really good, I didn't mean that the environment here is bad." Temari shook her head slightly. "It's okay. We are a remote country here, so we are used to it." Naruto. It was recognized that Sunagakure was not as good as Konoha. When Naruto watched the anime, he didn't realize that the gap was so big. This gave Naruto the feeling. It's like the difference between the countryside in the previous life and the countryside in the 1970s. While the two were chatting, a scream suddenly came from the village. Temari was shocked. There is something wrong with Gaara's seal again. As events occur, system prompts also came from Naruto's mind. Ding, system mission released. Uniform Shukaku reward, simulation opportunity +1. Naruto was slightly startled. Yo, this system is quite smart. Tasks are sent wherever you go. Could it be that I have reached a new scene and can unlock new tasks? Naruto flicked out the Flying Thunder God Kunai and grabbed Temari's hand. Wait for the Flying Thunder God Kunai to land in the village. The two figures were instantly transferred to the Flying Thunder God's place of suffering. Naruto looked around. Chaotic streets, mad Gaara. Panic crowd. Luo Sha is controlling the placer gold to suppress Gaara's half-tailed beast form. Many Sand Shinobi are evacuating people. Naruto walked over immediately upon seeing this. Temari, who was behind Naruto, slowly widened his eyes. "Hey, you kid can use Flying Thunder God without holding me." The sound was mixed though, but Naruto heard it anyway. Naruto. "It's over, it's been discovered, what to do?" "Do not care. Let's suppress Shukaku first." Naruto shouted at Rasa. "Kazekage-sama, step back." When Rasa heard Naruto's voice, her calm expression suddenly changed. Uzumaki Naruto. No. He had heard of Naruto's ninjutsu. That power appears in the Forest of Death, which is okay. If it appears in Sunagakure, damn it, are we still alive? Naruto saw Gaara taking the opportunity to rush towards Rasa, and before he had time to explain, he formed a seal with one hand. Wood-style Myojin Gate. That's right, Naruto's Myojin Gate has become wood-style Myojin Gate. Now Naruto's Myojin Gate not only has the power of sealing, also has the ability to absorb chakra. Several Myojin Gates fell from the sky, instantly covering Gaara. Shukaku's chakra was suppressed and Gaara fell to the ground. Luo Sha also felt his body sink. Chakra seemed to be out of control, and his body was out of control. Shrouded in the scope of Mingshen Gate, Luo Sha was paralyzed to the ground uncontrollably. Naruto stepped forward and pulled Luo Sha up from the ground, and escaped from the sealing range of the Myojin Gate. Luo Sha lost the sealing power of Mingshen sect and had independent control. He hurriedly took 2 steps back, looking at the huge Mingshen Gate with a look of surprise on his face. Sealing technique. He will too, otherwise there is no way to prevent Gaara from going berserk again and again. But the crux of the matter is, Luo Sha has never seen such outrageous sealing power. Temari walked over from a distance. She was originally worried about the tailed beast going berserk, but she saw that the matter had been resolved. This makes Temari feel incredible. You know when Naruto fought Shukaku in the Forest of Death? The method used was still ninjutsu versus Todoroki. How many days has it been? Can you learn such an outrageous sealing technique? Is he really a genius that ordinary people can't understand? But this doesn't change the fact that he eats his own tofu. Temari looked at Naruto with resentful eyes. Naruto coughed dryly and quickly asked Rasa, "What is Gaara's seal?" Sure enough, these words diverted Temari's attention. She was the first to say, it was originally sealed by Granny Chiandai. Temari knew this. Naruto nodded slightly and looked quietly at Gaara, who was suppressed by the Myojin Gate. One-tail Shukaku's chakra was eventually suppressed. Gaara's body also returned to its original appearance. Ding, system task completed, simulation opportunity +1. Ding, system mission released, strengthen Gaara's tailed beast seal. Reward. Simulation opportunity +1. Realizing the mission of the system, Naruto's mind was already determined. Just go to a new place. The rhythm of the system releasing tasks will speed up. Or, the system will issue tasks only after triggering some plots. Then you can choose to accept or reject. Naruto memorized the characteristics of this system and then contacted the Mugen Gate. Gaara fell into a deep sleep. Naruto walked over. Temari and Luosha quickly followed after seeing this. Luosha glanced at Temari, as if she wanted to ask some questions. Temari nodded slightly. This made Luosha feel a little relieved. At that time, it was due to the relationship between the shinobi villages and the need to cover up the prototype of the plan to collapse Konoha. That's why Luosha came up with such a trick to attract people's attention. Now I know from Temari that she and Naruto are getting along well, and Rasa doesn't regret it very much. Naruto knelt down to inspect Gaara's seal. Shukaku's voice suddenly shouted, "You brat, get away. Don't touch lousy." Naruto clicked his tongue and said, "Little Tanuki, are you so bad-tempered? Do you want my Kurama to come out and catch up with you?" Luosha was shocked after hearing this. "Damn it, you'd better stop reminiscing about the past. One Shukaku is enough for us. We at Tsunagakure certainly cannot afford 9 tails."